Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome to Know the Ledge Radio. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, this is your host for the evening, Brother Red Pill. And before we begin, we're gonna open up with some music. We're gonna go to that Red Summer album. All right. Shout out to all of my supporters with the Red Summer album. All right. We're gonna hop on that Good Wife featuring Cambada and Lizzie Jeff in the building. Let's go.
I'm on a hit list of a few divas. They see me dripping with Rich the Kid, yeah, that new freezer. All we got is us, Lou Peter. New visa for the two-seaters. Same year like the new feeders. Drippy like the youth readers. The youth need us, the booth feeders. 750 boots, I ain't talking about the new Adidas. Them rhymes is poppin', them signs is poppin', dimes are droppin', we diamond shopping, we island hopping. From St. John's to St. Thomas, a good wife, living a good life, that's what they can't promise. For more than 4 summers, I was Mr. Whoremonger, who the horse hunger, laying more lumber than Hackshaw, Jim Duggan doing tour numbers. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife. Yeah. You the ground for the seed. Promise I'm down to be around when you need. I ain't the king without the crown for the queen. I made a vow when I was proud, she agreed. Got me down on my knees. Get you a ring and then a house with a deed. 40 acres of land surrounded with trees. We could turn the jungle to a town if we breathe. Lay you down and conceive. I'm the one, she the two, we made it 3. This is real, this ain't a dream, I make believe. You got the lock, I got the keys, I'll set you free. You got me thinking the heavens that you were sent to me. That you be pleasing me physically, even mentally. You got the flavor, ingredients in the recipe. Only place you belong is sitting next to me. Cause I was made to be yours and this is destiny. If you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife, if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife.
The intention is boom, the vibe is dynamic, seen the way that I move. You think you can handle it? What's your fantasy? What's your plan with me? Rubbing on my nipples, he was giving me energy. Kundalini rituals before the king entered me. Boom, activated in his eyes, I could clearly see. Pranayama deep strokes, my God, he be I just wanna build and establish a legacy. Open conversations and no spaces for jealousy. It's alchemical therapy. Soon as you next to me, we a beautiful recipe. This especially destiny. When I see you, I see God. I see love. I see us.
That's right. Come on.
To this day.
Shout out to Lizzie Jeff. Shout out to Cambada. Shout out to everybody that supports the Red Summer album. Go and stream that. You know what I'm talking about? Go and stream that. Yeah. Go and stream that on all streaming platforms. Apple Music, Tidal, all of them things. You know what I mean? Spotify. Yeah, that part. You know what I'm talking about? Let's do the roll call. But before we do the roll call, real quick, y'all. This is going to be coming up summer, right? Juneteenth, summer solstice in Kentucky. Red and the Blue Pill, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Sabir Bay, and Styles P. All right. We're going to be doing the Knowledge Fest 2021 in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, talk about it. Let's talk about it. And then we're going to be doing April the 16th in New York City, Elevation. All right. We're going to be doing an Elevation event. Red Pill, Blue Pill, Karma, Sister Rain. Come learn how to attract money, new businesses, a new mate, new healthy lifestyles. Yeah. Hosted by brother Oraji Nefertum. All right, that's April 16th to the 18th. Go to Eventbrite and put Elevation in there the same way that it's spelled right here, EVAT1ON, and you will get your tickets. And we will see you in the building. Yes, indeed. All right. So that is some of the commercials for today. Let's do the roll call so we could get into this conversation. All right. Let's do the roll call. Harlem, New York is in the building. Peace to the Harlem gods. All right. Central Coast, California is up in the building. You dig? Yes. Salute to y'all. Smyrna. Salute to Smyrna in the building. All right. Salute to Coalinga, California. Houston is here in it. All right. Houston, I think the UK mine is here in it. All right. DMV is in the building. Virginia's in the building. All right. Yeah, Juneteenth is definitely going to be a movie. You dig? Tucson is in the building. Chicago in the building. Akron. Khalifa's in the building. Oakland's in the building. Trinidad and Tobago behind the building. Albany is in the building. Atlanta's in the building. The BX is in the building. Shout out to the BX. Gambia, West Africa's in the building. Atlanta, Albany, Georgia, baby Egypt. Yeah, XRP is in the building. Going up. It's going up. You know what I'm talking about? Florida's in the building. Cincinnati's in the building. Uganda's in the building. Okay. Albany to Atlanta. That's right. ATL, KTL, all my KTLians in the building. Brooklyn, East Flatbush, U.S. Virgin Islands, in the buildings. Oakland in the building. Chicago, stand up. We see you. I want to send some condolences out to my brother, Chicago crypto hustler. He had an unfortunate calamity in his family, so I want to send out energy, positive energy in that brother's direction. I just got out of Chicago with him this weekend. He was a beautiful host. He was even celebrating his born day and whatnot. So, whenever tragedy arrives and whatnot, we got to be there for each other. So we sending that brother nothing but good energy. All right, Seminole in the building, Seminole, Florida, land of the hidden mounds. Salute, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Y'all got that congressman is under fire, right? Yeah, he's running around with little girls and whatnot. What is it, Gates? His name? Gates or Getz? Screwtown or Screwston. My bad. Shout out to Screwston in the building. Salute to Screwston. I see you. You dig? Minneapolis. Yeah. I see you, Minneapolis. Salute to y'all. All right. Peace Harlem in the building. Salute to Harlem. Shout out to Harlem. You dig? Yeah. Louisville. We see you, man. We see you, Louisville. All right. So yeah, we got Jersey here. You know what I'm talking about? The family is here. It's always a pleasure to be joined by, you beautiful people out there living in these places that y'all live in your beautiful states. Because remember, states are state of mind, right? Keep that in mind. State of New York is the New York state of mind. You know what I mean? Every different state has a different state of mind. A state of, you know what I mean? State of New York means the state of New York, the state of New York, the New York state of mind. You know what I mean? It's the state of New York, the state of Jersey, the state of Georgia. What's your state of mind? So salute to everybody from their different states and their states of mind and where they are and whatnot. All right, we rock with you over here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, salute to Dallas. We see you, Dallas. All right. Shout out to Dallas in the building. So, oh, they have an Addis, like Addis Ababa. They have an Addis, Louisiana. I didn't know that. State of the Bronx. Yeah, Detroit versus everybody. You see what I'm talking about when it comes to the state of minds? Those are states of mind. Detroit versus everybody. That's a state of mind. You know what I mean? Niggas in Cleveland are not talking like that. You feel me? So, salute, good evening, greetings. I want to say, welcome to Third Eye Thursday. Y'all were just with me last night. We did a show and it was packed. It was like 700 people. It was late at night. You know, I had to do a Melanin Wednesday to make up for Melanin Monday because I was in travel. I completely got thrown off by the days, to be honest with you. I went to Chicago on a Sunday. I usually go to a state on like a Friday if I'm gonna get busy and whatnot. But you know, I'm booked. Nigga. The calendar is booked, baby. So I had something to do in Newark on Saturday. Then I flew out early in the morning on Sunday. I touched down like 7:45, 8 o'clock out there in Chicago. You know what I'm talking about? Beautiful, beautiful Chicago. And it was not a windy city. It was 80 degrees when I got there. You know what I mean? Just to show you how the ancestors were smiling on us. It was 80 degrees in Chicago. Nigga, I had on long johns. You know what I'm talking about? I had on long johns. You know? It was a very beautiful weekend, but my days were thrown off. I promise you, my days were definitely thrown off. You feel me? And as a result of that, I didn't know what day was what, and it just wasn't. I wasn't able to do. I wasn't able to do what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm getting some bad news right now. Shit. I just hope it ain't true, you know? I just hope it ain't true, bro. You know? I'm looking on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking on Twitter and they're saying, that the dog might be gone. You feel me? Let's go ahead and play some DMX music, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Let's just. I don't give a fuck if they give me a strike on YouTube. They just gonna have to do what they gotta do, bro. But I need to hear Slipping. You know what I mean? I need to hear Slipping right now because shit crazy.
See, to live, to suffer, to survive, well, that's to find meaning in the suffering.
Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back to my feet so I can tear shit. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Hey yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling, I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit.
I've been through mad different phases, like mazes, to find my way. And now I know that happy days are not far away. If I'm strong enough, I'll live long enough to see my kids doing something more constructive with the time than biz. I know because I've been there. Now I'm in there. Sit back and look at what it took for me to get there. First came the drama with my mama. She got on some fly shit, so I split and said that I'ma be that seed that doesn't need much to succeed. Strapped with mad greed, a heart that doesn't bleed. I'm ready for the world, or at least I thought I was. Bagging when I caught a buzz, I was thinking about how short I was. Going too fast, it wouldn't last, but yo, I couldn't tell. Group homes and institutions prepare my for jail. They put me in a situation forcing me to be a man when I was just learning to stand without a helping hand. Damn, was it my fault? Something I did to make a father leave his first kid at 7 doing my first bid. Back on the scene at 14 with a scheme to get more green than I'd ever seen in a dream. And by all means, I will be living high off the hog. And I never gave a fuck about much but my dog. That's the only I'd head off in my last. Just another little come on, headed nowhere fast.
Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. Can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. Can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I gotta get up. Back on my feet so I can tear shit. Yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. Can't get up. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up. Get back on my feet so I can tear shit.
That ain't the half. I've been through magic.
Hey, yo, I'm slipping.
Yeah, I want to dedicate this show to Mr. Earl Simmons. You know what I'm talking about? My brother Darkman X, DMX. You feel me? I want to send love and light to all of his seeds. You know, he had a lot of them. His family members. You feel me? And his legacy. We talked about it last night on the show, you know. Then I found out something today, you know. Of course, you know that there was a lot of talk about him overdosing. People was on a yo, how y'all gonna let people around him make him overdose? And I should have been with him, but his family put out a statement that said that it wasn't an overdose. It was like he took the COVID vaccination. You know what I mean? Like he got the fucking jab, bro. You feel me? And they was like, we don't want to hear about um we don't want to hear all of that niggas be capping with all of that talk about oh his drug use. And you know, we didn't, you know, I wonder what made him relapse. When it wasn't even all of that. It wasn't even it had nothing to do with that. You feel me? It didn't have nothing to do with that. You know. And if that's the case, if that comes to, if we come to find out that a 50-year-old man went and took a vaccination, you know what I'm saying? And it resulted in killing one of the legends, then somebody got to answer for that. You know, if niggas let that shit slide, then I'm moving to Uganda. You know what I mean? Like, what you know what I mean? What is there to fight for? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what you living? You're gonna be living behind enemy lines with Bill Gates talking shit, and he out here with bodies on his hand. So I don't know if this is 100% verified, right? I know that the Washington Post ran with the story, but this is what they put out today. DMX received COVID vaccine days before heart attack. Family says no drugs. You know what I'm talking about? Family said no drugs, right? And then these publications was already trying to get away with, they was already trying to kill the dog. You know what I'm saying? Look at the New York Post. Now, the New York Post, which is run by Rupert Murdoch, right? I want everybody to know who Rupert Murdoch is, right? Rupert Murdoch, right? Yeah, exactly. You can't even live past 50 in this bitch as one of these artists these days. So New York Post has always been one of the worst periodicals in New York City, and I think about in the world for that matter. They're extremely racist. They're very disrespectful. They're very distasteful. They always take low shots at black folk. Or contempt towards rappers. If you in the newspaper and they basically you know, hailing you up, that's because you got a PR team who's basically in bed with them, right? Or you just a op, you Takashi, you know what I mean? You on their side, and they decided to hold you up and to beef you up on some fake shit. But real niggas get flack, get cut no slack by the New York Post. You know what I'm talking about? So on while this man is fighting for his life in the real estate section, right? This cave Becky right here named Sarah Painter, right? Somebody needs to paint her face. You know what I'm saying? She decided that she wanted to do an article about the houses that who the fuck cares about the houses that he lost? Who writes articles like that? I never seen no shit like that. Even when it comes to the messy motherfucker, even when it comes to like National Enquirer, the gossip rags, they don't even have conversations like that. So this cave Becky with no talent, with nothing to do on a day like April 6th, why don't you talk about all of the houses that, you know what I mean, that the small hats is out here taken from people and things of that nature. You talking about DMX and a house that he lost? He's fighting for his life, lady. Trying to be respectful, lady. He's fighting for his life. Fuck is you talking about? So this is how media, right? The same way TMZ ran with the RIP the first day that he was in a coma, these cocksuckers put RIP on him. See, the media, right? These sorcerers, these fake wizards, okay? These haters, they'll try to interject on your energy and put out negativity, right? To fuck up the vibes. This is what they do. This is how they play games with words, and they play games because they control the media and put fake news out there and false narratives. Okay. And when the people turn to the false narratives, it expedites whatever the means is that the media is trying to convey. Whatever they're trying to get to, they'll get there faster if the collective agrees and be like, word, RIP, 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 prayer hands and all of that. When, like I said yesterday, I've never seen a RIP get taken back where they like, yo, this nigga's dead, unless it was rumors on people dying. There was rumors on like Dr. Sabi for years, bro. I remember it for years. On every year was a new rumor, right? But I've never seen like the New York Times or the Daily News or somebody front page somebody and say this person is dead, and then it comes to find out that that person was not dead. Like they didn't get the for sure word, right? Because if they put it on the front page that you gone, just the energy alone is similar to the energy of prayer. Just the collective energy of niggas to say, yeah, he tapped out of the matrix. Your game is over. Your game is over. It's over with. So yeah, you got to remember, people like TMZ and the New York Post, the Rupert Murdochs of the world, a piece of complete shit. Every single magazine and periodical that he's behind is purely racist, right? Out there in Australia where they done killed all of the melanated people, purely racist. I'm talking about gutter racist. Yeah, man, like Vlad and all of them. So TMZ works together with the labels, the record labels, especially when they all small hats and whatnot, right? Harvey, especially when you fall out with the label and you fall out with a billionaire, because most of the times your boss is a billionaire at a record label. So you basically falling out with a billionaire and all of his minions and whatnot. So now you're going to fall out with the PR people, public relations, which is another word for propaganda. You're going to fall out with the lawyers. You're going to fall out with radio. You're going to fall out with a bunch of people who are loyal to the label because they all are part of one little conglomerate and whatnot. They might have their little likings. Oh, I like that person. He's a nice guy. He's a cool Negro. You know what I mean? But they don't pledge allegiance to you niggas. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in you niggas like that. They fetish you. You're their little friends. You're the toy. They're the boy toys and whatnot. They pat you on your head. But they're loyal to the label. They're loyal to the banks. They're loyal to whatever system they feel like has a motherfucking chain around your neck. So when you go against the label, you're going against a lot of people. When you go against the label, they'll get the media because the label has control of PR, right? As publication, the publicist. So the same way they could put out good news on you, they'll leak some bad shit on you. They'll leak some negative news on you. That's what this was right here. This was a hit right here. They done went and did a hit job on that man while he was fighting for his life. You know what I'm talking about? But Sarah Painter, she deactivated her social. She's gonna pay for that. Niggas gonna see her. You know what I'm talking about? She's gonna be seen. She's gonna be seen. So let me go on my front page, you know. Yeah, people is putting up the RIPs, man. Shit hurts, bro. You know? A whole fucking legend, man. And I was watching him on Think Drink Champs when it came on. I caught that whole episode and like it was just DMX, bro. He reminded me when I seen it. I'm like, damn, niggas be forgetting how ill DMX is. Like, he's just a funny person. He's down to earth. He's experienced a lot. Yeah, he's fighting his demons, but who the fuck is not? You know what I'm talking about? Go send an Uber and send me the perfect nigga that's living on this planet. Please send them to me. You know what I'm talking about? Where they at? Who's not fighting a demon or two? Yeah, I went on Twitter and it's trending. I went on Instagram and I seen it. And then they said Mike Geronimo announced that they took him off of life support. So I don't know, bro. Like, I don't want it to be true. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want it to be true. So if it is true, then, you know, I'm gonna have to play that man's music. I'm gonna have to tap into that spirit that he had. Cause you niggas must have never been to war if you don't like DMX. Like he aided and assisted when shit gets rough, cause it will one day. You know what I mean? You always got to keep that card in your pocket, and shit'll pop off. You're gonna need some DMX to get you ready. You know, you're gonna need that warrior energy to get you ready. That Dark Man X. You know what I mean? That dog star fucking energy, that serious dog star energy. You're gonna have to tap. You're gonna tap. What you gonna tap into Little Nas X when you go in fucking war? You know what I'm talking about? You're gonna tap into Little Nas X and the pole dancing when it's time for war. Tommy Guns. Remember Tommy Guns? That alone is a fucking Oscar worthy performance. Nigga, Tommy and Belly? You serious? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, all Mars energy. And he made transition in Aries. He's Mars energy. He's a Martian. You know what I'm talking about? He's a Martian. You know? We're here to witness this together. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah, remember the verses? That was all dog energy. That was all dog energy. That was all serious energy. Him and Snoop, that was pure Syrian energy right there. Pure. And what's the name of a female dog? Right? Mars represents the animal man. The dog. The dog star. That's serious. You know what I'm talking about? Very passionate. You know what I mean? The definition of passion. You feel me? You know that he was living his lyrics. He meant that shit that he said. We just got over the Nipsey shit. We, you know what I mean? Dudes are still trying to get over losing Pop Smoke. You feel me? It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of similar energies that keep leaving us. Right? It's a lot of similar energies that keep leaving us. Right? Messianic types. You feel me? People who had followers, diehards, energy, right? Pop Smoke was pure energy. Energy. I give him nothing but energy. Whoop, whoop. Niggas say they outside. Niggas say they outside. King Vaughn. Whoop, whoop. Right? It's a lot of that energy, y'all. Warrior energy. Leaving us. Yeah, he's a Sag, right? Like Jay-Z. You know? Ask the ladies. You know what I'm talking about? Ask the ladies how they felt about Darkman X and his energy. You dig? Ask them. Ladies, how did y'all feel about DMX? Like Belly era. What's the one? Romeo and Juliet era when he was with Aaliyah in the movies. Like, what was he about? Well, how did y'all feel about Darkman X? You know? That definitely was Stick Up Kid. Hell is Hot was pure Stick Up Kid theme music, my nigga. With Damien and all of that. Yeah, that was all Stick Up Kid music. And then throughout the albums and whatnot, he, you know, what did he do? He began to reveal his battles. You know, became a little more commercialized, but he stayed true to exposing himself. You know what I mean? Like nobody could have come out and be like, "Yo, that nigga's a crackhead," or "He be on this drug," because he already exposed it. He already was very open with his struggles and whatnot. That he was fighting a lot of dark demons and whatnot. You feel me? So they said that he reminded him of a soldier. He was in his bag. Sister said that he definitely moved me. Right? Good Life said he reminds me of my brother. My brother passed a year ago. Condolences. Erica said, grrr. You know the bark. Arf, arf. You know? You know. His family pulled him off of the plug, from what I was told. He was brain dead, y'all. He had a brain, you know what I mean? He was brain dead for like 30 minutes or something. So There was a decision to be made, and I was told that the family decided that they were going to pull the plug, which they did while we were on this phone. You know, I mean, while we was on this show, that's what happened in real time. They said that he was pronounced dead. Eritrea said masculine purity at its finest. No oxygen for 30 minutes. Do you know how long that is? Do you know how long that is? Do you know what would happen to the brain without getting oxygen for 30 minutes? Yeah, you don't, that's not good. You know what I mean? That's not good. That's pure vegetable state, you know? Yeah, he's the only rapper who almost took Jay-Z's title. You damn real about that? Him and Jay-Z was going to war on the charts for the hearts and the minds of New York. Remember that? Sandra, you still here? Right after Biggie died, there was a void in New York. After 97, there was a humongous void in New York. And New York didn't know what the fuck was about to happen and who was about to basically carry the torch for the city, which is important. You know what I'm talking about? Which is very important. You know, and I'm not talking about New York City of today. I'm talking about New York City of 1997. It was a completely different New York City, and it had a completely different set of demands and rules and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? And him and Jay were fighting for "You belong to the city." Jay-Z was he, you know, he claimed his he ran up in that shit and claimed that he was the king of the city and whatnot. And they went at it. They just went at it. They didn't do a rap battle or nothing. They just was going at it with different songs and different, you know, shit like that. And Jay-Z kind of lapped him because I think that you know, I think his addiction got the best of him. Yeah, he definitely had it till about 2000. You know what I'm saying? Then I feel that what up, Kenny? What's good with you, my brother? And then it's not confirmed. Okay, shit. Well then, if it's not confirmed, I mean I've seen it, and we can't confirm every tweet out there. Like I said, we can, and the media plays these games and they run with stories and they will accelerate your demise. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm gonna talk about the brother, but I'm gonna change it to whereas I'm just gonna talk about him in a sense that he's still with us. Okay, guys, you know what I mean? Could we just play along? X, Big J, Buster, yeah, they went to Westinghouse. I don't know if X went to Westinghouse because he's from Yonkers, but Jay Z and Buster Rhymes, and I think Big, yeah, they was in Westinghouse, which is right there near the Brooklyn Bridge. You know, Jay shelved the album. Yeah. I mean, you know, it was at from that point. You know what I'm talking about? When he got in the and DMX talks about it on Drink Champs. When Jay got into the presidency at Def Jam, you know, he did what he went against all of his foes. LL got dropped. He was an old foe. DMX got shelved. You know what I mean? He stepped on everybody that he basically had to step on to get to where he was. This is competition at the end of the day. This nigga's from Marcy Projects. I don't y'all need to go and spend a week in Marcy and understand the mentality. You know? So, you know, yeah, Jay-Z cooks all of his ops. I don't, I don't know if y'all realize it or not, but he cooks all of his ops. That's what he's known for doing. You know what I mean? And he doesn't do it with bumping his gums. He'll just he'll get you, he get you on an unseen. He'll clip your motherfucking your career. Shit like that. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? We live and we learn, right? Everybody, you know, has their way to fight. Everybody fights their own way of, everybody fights war in their own specific way. You feel me? So that was his version of how he was gonna get back DMX for almost beating him in a freestyle battle and making sure that this nigga never becomes a threat again. You know what I'm talking about? Look, yeah, Letitia said we all have issues in our tissues. His music is legendary. I mean, what are you gonna tell a whole generation that grew up? You didn't know he knew Big Pun. Why wouldn't he know Big Pun? They were all was around the same time. You know? They was all around the same time. But yeah, man. Shit is crazy, man. Yeah, I put that story up already about his family saying that he overdosed. I mean that he took the COVID shot, he took the jab and whatnot, and he didn't overdose. You feel me? Yeah, Jamil, hit me on the email. All right, I'll help you with that. You just gotta hit me on the email. Salute to everybody that's signing up to the biggest crypto play ever. I see everybody that's signing up. Yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, X Cook J in the alleged battle that Big L recorded. Yeah, mhm. That's what happened. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard the freestyle between Jay-Z and Big L. And that was kind of like neck and neck. They was kind of neck and neck. You know what I'm talking about? What to sign up to the biggest crypto play ever? Well, to sign up to the Discord group is free. That's a private group and it's free to sign up there. And when it comes to signing up to the biggest crypto play that's on Tron, you get it's different tiers if you want to enter on. I believe it starts at 40, but it's different tiers that you could sign up for. You know what I'm talking about? You dig? So people are talking about abolishing drugs and whatnot and speaking up about drugs amongst the African American community. I agree. You feel me? I agree. I would also say let go of the vaccinations and throw that in there as well. All of the chemicals that the fucking hospital is out here doping people up with, not just the Tron blockchain. I'm on the Tron blockchain, the Clever Wallet. Um, I'm not just talking about vaccinations. I'm talking about a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? The medications, the vaccinations, pharmacopoeia. You know what I'm talking about? All of that shit should get thrown in with the Schedule 1 and 2 drugs that we see in our neighborhoods. I did a roll call. I know where all of y'all from. Y'all all got dope fiends in your cities. Y'all got dope fiends in your cities. It's drug epidemics, eyesores. Eyesores. I could do one about that. Eyesores in your city. A lot of your cities are frozen in time because of the chemical warfare that's going on. And then they've duped the younger generation and some of the older niggas, you know what I'm talking about? To be Boney Montana. You know what I mean? They done dupe these niggas to be, you know, what's his name? A Big Willies. You know what I mean? They want to be Superfly, Scarface. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a double. It's because you know that they have a fate that's awaiting them, and we've seen it happen generation to generation, right? I could count on one hand old drug dealers that I know. You know what I'm talking about? On one hand. And then the drug users, the ones that are addicted and afflicted, the zombies, right? We have to address that issue. We have to have a conversation, a concerted conversation amongst the collective, those of us who have solutions and who have care and compassion for the people. We should be like, yo, what can we do? Because you're not going to save anybody. You know what I mean? You're not going to save anybody. We have to come up with something, though. We do have to come up with something, because those people that are out here, you know, taking up space, right? And they're fighting their addictions and whatnot. They're fighting through their vices and their addictions, and many of them are losing that fight. You know, people like Matulu Shakur and whatnot, they developed the quote unquote system of acupuncture treatment to help get people off of King heroin back in the days. You know what I'm saying? Something that was not that easy and whatnot. You know what I mean? Oh, the Molly is cooking. Yeah, niggas is smoking Molly, right? In Florida. You know what I'm talking about? The crystal meth heads from Times Square is taking up space. You damn right they are, because they put in these different methadone. You should see Harlem. Remember Harlem and Lexington Avenue, where all of the methadone and the dope heads was at? Well, shit, they moved all the way up to Lenox, and then they moved all the way down to like Adam Clayton Powell. It's a whole strip of crack fiend. Not even crack, bro. It's not crack. You know what I'm talking about? I haven't seen a nigga light a crack pipe in I don't know how long. It's the dope, it's the K2, the spice, and it's them pills. You feel me? It's them pills that people are really getting folded up. But it's that dope, boy. It's them niggas leaning. That's all I'm seeing. They leaning. The niggas is touching their toes and whatnot. That K2, yeah, man. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. So, could we get some labor out of them? I don't know. What kind of equity could we get from the addicts? Could we put them all in a warehouse and have them work and take them off of the streets? You know what I mean? Like, what can we do to do something to take to disrupt the spiraling of our people out of control into the real? That's the sunken place. You niggas talking about the sunken place. The shit that I be seeing in the streets, nigga, that's the sunken place. You know what I'm talking about? That's the sunken place. I had an elaborate social entrepreneurship white paper that I wrote 3 years ago about what to do with the homeless population. Right now, it was the homeless population. I wasn't addressing the drug addicts per se, because those are not the same people. Those are not the same people. Okay. I was mostly looking at the homeless population because, in my eyes, the homeless population can be helped a lot more and a lot faster and a lot more efficiently than somebody who is considered to be defocalized and they're fighting addiction, right? They're fighting addiction. That's a different type of uphill battle that you may find yourself fighting with brothers and sisters if you're trying to help them versus somebody who's trying to raise a fucking child or they just want a roof over their head. They'll be like, yes, I will work and do whatever I need to do. I'm committed. And for the 100 people that you get, if 20 of them stick to the plans, then the other 80 just gonna have to figure it out. You know what I mean? No love lost, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Let this nigga off at the next light. You know what I'm talking about? And the plan that I had, it was dealing with relocating them, cleaning them up, giving them some type of detox, right? Because niggas got to get dewormed in these streets. You know what I mean? Giving them some type of detox, introducing them to a more holistic approach rather than giving them, pills, right? Because when you go to Ward's Island, where they have all of the mental health institutions in New York, all they're doing is doping them brothers up and then releasing them into the streets. They got them on Prozac, Therazine, you know what I mean? All kind of shit. And these niggas is walking around like one flew out of the cuckoo's nest. So my aim was like, yo, we could get them off of these mind altering, what do they call that? What do they call that? They had my grandmother on it when she was in the nursing home. The what's that? When they have all of them together, the cocktails, the psychotropic. I was looking for the word psychotropic cocktails. Okay, psychotropic cocktails. We need to get them off of that by any means. We need to put our motherfucking herbal skills to the test. Everybody that's talking about, oh, I'm a herbalist. All right, nigga. Well, I want to see you change a zombie. How about that, nigga? Resurrect a zombie, and then I'll believe you niggas. Where's the rites of passage for all of these fucking online herbalists? Who did they heal? A pimple? You know what I'm talking about? So I'm getting word that X is still alive. Astaghfirullah, whoever's spreading that rumor. Astaghfirullah. I'm getting word that X is still alive, goddammit.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. Jigga. Yeah, so salute to that. You know, talk about the good Lord Jesus coming through in a ninth inning. God damn it. You know what I mean? I'm all for the good news. So, yeah, the trauma has to be addressed. You feel me? I'm talking about herbal treatments. I'm talking about putting some new clothes on these brothers and sisters. I'm talking about giving them something to do when they wake up in the morning. Wake up is 4:00. Wake up is 4:00. You niggas is waking up at 4:00. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna work with you. You go to bed at 9:00. Okay. We don't promote niggas hanging out all night and whatnot. You grown ass people, yeah, you still going to bed early and you wake up early and we're going to get to work. Equity, put the people to work. Because that's something that our people don't have. They don't have enough labor. They're not doing enough work. They work for the drugs. You know what I'm talking about? Like the fiends and whatnot, them niggas do hustles to get high. They put in work in order to buy drugs. That's not enough. We're not gonna get anywhere like that. So I'm seeing a lot of things going on, and I don't see too many people talking about how they're gonna interrupt and disrupt. They just gonna, what do you think, that these people are just gonna fall off the face of the earth and get out of your way? You know what I'm talking about? The zombies are fucking multiplying. 21 days in a hospital, 21 days on a farm, and 21 days in a skill training program. Shit like that. That's what I'm talking about. Like intensive type of things. You know what I mean? Intense. I mean, you're homeless. You didn't have nowhere that you was going anyway most of the time. I need you for 60 to 90 days so you could turn this shit around and you could get your shit in order and you could get onboarded. We get you a crypto fucking wallet. We might even have you crypto mining. You know what I mean? We might put you in a warehouse and you might make clothes. You might help the black businesses ship their products because we need help when it comes to shit like that. All of the businesses that I know, we might put you in a distribution center like Amazon has set up distribution centers, and all you niggas got to do is put items in the box. We might have you niggas make an iPhone like they do in China. I don't know. When you get locked up, they figure out ways to put you niggas into some type of employment. Niggas is making soap and fucking bed frames and whatnot. You know, niggas working for Corecraft when they get locked up. So we got to come up with some type of work program, some type of labor intensive program. We got to feed these people quinoa and all kind of superfoods. Get them niggas some motherfucking baobab powder. You know what I mean? Some sea moss. We got to get them exercising. We have to detox them. I'm talking about cascara type shit when their stomach is griping. You know what I mean? Because I was looking at DMX's belly in the versus battle, and I was like, there's no way that this nigga could beat his addiction because his addiction is in his gut. I'm looking at his stomach. It looked pregnant. I was like, if he don't flatten his stomach, if he's not able to get rid of that stomach, that addiction is going to come back to him. Facts. Them fucking parasites, them parasites are going to be too strong. It's too much waste in his stomach. It's too much waste in his stomach. That belly got to go. And I'm not talking about the movie with Hype Williams, nigga. That's a classic. But the people who we would rescue, whether it's from Skid Row or the homeless shelters and everything, we would need a commitment. And you get right the same way when niggas get locked up, and niggas is not objecting. You know what I mean? They cut your hair off, they fucking louse you, they spray you down. I'm not the jail, the pokey. When you get to the big house, when you go to the prison, not jail, nigga. Jail and prison is different. When you get to prison, they cut your hair bald, they fucking delouse you, they spray you down with delicing type of stuff. You know what I mean? They basically, you know, strip you of everything. You don't got no jury, no personality. Only thing you have is your tattoos. That's why niggas get tatted up, because that's jail jury. That's how you're able to have a personality after they strip everything from you and you're just a bare person in a fucking green suit like everybody else. Yeah, they gotta be willing to go through it. What do you think? We're not snatching people off the streets and just throwing them in a van, maybe. But nah, you're gonna have to agree to it. You'll see the perks on the other end of the rainbow. We'll start playing videos of how people is living that went through it, and then you make the decision. You make the decision. You know? But our people need some healing. What I'm talking about with DMX is that based off of, you know, when you stop using cocaine and when you stop using these certain drugs, they'll give you the psychotropics, and the psychotropics begin to build up in your intestine, in your gut and whatnot. So he had the same type of stomach that you see the methadone users and the dope fiends have. And in that stomach, in that intestine, in that biome, in that gut biome, you have what it is, those parasites. Remember, your second brain is in your gut. So those parasites and those impulses that he has whenever he smells something, or if he's watching something, or if he gets into a type of feeling, and then the parasite sends a signal to get fucking high, he will probably go and do that because the parasites are still inside of him. He has not gotten rid of them. Remember, the hospital do not treat you for parasites. The hospital do not treat you for your diet. The hospital do not treat you to fucking fast and detox and get rid of stuff that's inside of you. The hospital pushes pharmacopoeia and motherfucking medicines that will only aid and abet the motherfucking parasites. That's what the hospitals do. Pharmacopoeia, psychotropics only enhance whatever these quote unquote parasites may be inside of you. So he has to detox. He has to get rid of all of that. He'll have to dramatically lose some pounds and whatnot before he gets his weight back up, because a lot of that weight that he has, you know what I mean? A lot of that water that's inside of his body needs to get changed and switched and you know what I mean? He has to do a cleanse. Has to do a candida cleanse. He has to do a parasite cleanse. Imagine the type of parasites that may be living in that man based off of the shit that he's been through and his trauma and all of this other stuff. Maybe the food that he ate. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe the abuse that he let out and he went through. Maybe the abuse because he was in an abusive relationship, but he explained that he was abused from when he was a baby, when he was a little man, a little young man. Right? So our trauma and our pain, it collects in our midsection. It collects in our stomachs. Okay? It collects. That's why they call it your core issues. Core issues. Your issues collect in your core. Right? Yeah, the meds destroy your organs, y'all. He definitely need that Dr. Missions. That shit is bitter as hell. I drank a whole bottle. Bitter as hell. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, the veggies and the fruit are definitely. That's not the veggies and the fruit ain't it only. It's not the veggies and the fruit. That ain't the only answer. You know what I mean? Because the veggies and the fruits themselves have been grown in that soil was already compromised. Yeah, it calcifies the organs, the pharmacopoeia and shit like that. Man. Yeah, they blow up and get fat as hell within. Yeah. Yeah. You know? The fruits and veggies are GMO'd up, so you need the herbs. You need the herbs. You need the bitters. You need the Cascara Sagrada. You know what I'm talking about? The Cascara Sagrada with that's a shit. That's good. You could take it in pill form, but I suggest drinking that shit in a bitter form, just so you know that shit is finna work. You know what I mean? You know that it's finna work, and it might make you just make a bathroom appointment. Don't be running around these streets and whatnot. And if you do, wear a diaper. You know, you drink soursop bitters. Oh, okay. That sounds interesting. Soursop bitters. That's what's up. That sarsaparilla, yeah. You know, that sacred bark, yes. So this not what they not teaching brothers in jail this stuff. They're not teaching them. They're not teaching them they're not teaching them this in the drug programs. This is not what they're giving them. They're like, go and eat McDonald's. You know, how is McDonald's not tied into the addiction though? You dig what I'm saying? How is drinking coffee and going to Dunkin' Donuts, you know what I mean? How is that not tied into the addiction? That's part of the addiction. How is sugar not the addiction when it's one molecule away from crack? You know what I mean? Supernova had brought that to our attention and broke that down. How? He has a song called Crack and Cocaine. I mean, crack and candy or some shit. Candy and crack. That Burdock. Thank you. I would shout out all of my Cash App donations at the end of the show. I appreciate everybody, you know what I mean, that is showing love. Dick Gregory said you should just fast with water. I agree. I agree. You know, can you clean a vacuum out? See, what I was saying, cleaning your core or your core issues where a lot of your trauma builds up, and I don't know if everybody is gonna have these watershed stomachs and what. I don't even have a flat stomach. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not. I'm a slim dude. You know what I'm talking about? But I know the work that I have to do is on my core, and you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm talking about? You got to do what you got to do, and you'll know when your gut begins to clear up. You'll know when you begin to get rid of waste and stuff that been sitting in your stomach for maybe 20 years. You'll know when you poop out the quote unquote parasites. You know when the parasites will leave your body. You'll feel it. I'm not even going to get into detail on the show tonight and start telling you some of the things that I've seen that people were able to pass in their bowels and whatnot as a result of them detoxing. I'm not going to even get as, you know what I mean? I don't even want to, I don't want to ruin anybody's lunch. You feel me? But like Miss Christie said, all these nonprofits get paid off of people who get substance abuse counseling. Remember, they've made a whole, when it comes to like people saying, oh, I got a charity though. I'm giving back to the people. I got a charity, right? That's all part of a cycle that could be considered a hustle. And I'm not saying that everybody that has a charity is hustling. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is some of the 501c3s, some of these charities that people create just to wash their money are not, you know what I mean? They're regulated like hell. So the city and everybody is involved. And to be honest with you, they're not necessarily reaching out to help people in the holistic manner that they need the help. They're putting them on other drugs. They're taking them off of one drug and putting them on a drug that the goddamn hospital and the doctors own. You know what I mean? They're taking them out the bando and putting them in a pharmacy. That's what's taking place. You know what I'm talking about? And they're eating off of their insurance. You niggas wait for the first of the month and the first and the 15th. You got an insurance card? Nigga, you booming all day. You booming all day to these people. I'm a mushroom advocate. Psilocybin is what they call it. I'm a psilocybin advocate. I don't think that that's something that you should indulge in until you begin to cleanse, because it's a fungi and it takes over your body, and something is communicating with you. You know what I'm talking about? You'll be getting communicated with. Something inside of you is going to start talking to you, but you don't want it to be the parasites. So that's what I'm saying. You should indulge in a fast. You should indulge in a sex fast as well if you're going to tap into any type of plant medicine like ayahuasca, the toad, which is called Bufu avalaris and whatnot, MEO5 DMT or 5-MeO DMT. That's the biologic. That's the the breakdown of it, and the shrooms, right? The the psilocybin and whatnot. Yes, microdosing is definitely recommended, but I promise you, like, I will microdose after I took the super duper heroic dose. I think I would start out with like 3.5 grams off the rip. Just get it over with. You know what I mean? Fight past your fears and whatnot. And after you go through that experience, then you microdose. If you want to microdose throughout the day and whatnot, if you want to microdose, I was microdosing. Where was I? I was in Chicago microdosing. That shit felt good. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I was vibing. Like I couldn't even take my phone out and play phone games with niggas and go live and all of that. I just was on a vibe. You don't like when you're microdosing, you're not gonna go live. You're not holding electronics. You're not doing none of that. A heroic dose is 5 grams, right? The heroic dose starts at 5. The 3.5, I would like that. I'd say onboard yourself, get on board with 3.5, and then shoot right to the 5, and then microdose. Walk your way through life. But what that is for the healing aspect of it. That 3.5 and that 5, that's gonna get you to your issues. That's gonna help you with your issues. That's gonna help you with your loss. You might be suffering from loss. You may be suffering from loss of a loved one. You may be suffering from a breakup. You may be suffering from some type of psychic attacks and whatnot. So you're going to have to, you could deal with it like that. And when you deal with your pain, then you will see losing that weight and whatnot, and getting rid of that weight will become a lot more easier, right? Now, when I said the detoxing of the parasites, you're probably not going to get rid of all of them in one fucking detox. You know what I mean? I'm just saying start the process. Just start the process. You know what I mean? Drink your water with the lemons in it, cut through the waste and whatnot, get into that cascara. You know what I'm saying? Go to some sweat lodges. You know what I mean? In Atlanta, there's J. Jude, and there's a black-owned one. If anybody knows the name of the black-owned one, my mom will be going there. Drop that in the chat room. In New York and Jersey, there's King Spa, right? King Spa is in Jersey, a Korean-owned joint. The shit is nice in there. You know what I'm talking about? Microdosing means just taking like a few pills. They have the mushrooms in capsules. So you don't take big doses, you microdose. You just take about 2 pills. Yeah, and you need a guide. With the heroic dose, you don't do it by yourself. I don't suggest you do it by yourself. You find yourself a guide. More people who come out of the Baba Kalindi circle, Baba Kalindi IE, who made transition last year he was out of Detroit. He was very big on the psychedelics and whatnot. He's a psychonaut. He raised up a lot of scholars, a lot of people, and I feel that he would be ideal. His students would be ideal to begin to branch out and to help people in their journeys. But it's definitely about moderation. Don't be microdosing every fucking day. You know what I mean? You want to do things in moderation. Where can you find authentic sea moss and bladderwrack? Email me. I'll probably could line you up for that. They got float tanks. I ain't been in a float tank yet. And also get catered to. Get catered to at these spas. Go get your massages. Get your feet rubbed. Brothers, get oiled down. Jersey Dread. All you got to do is Google it. King Spa. It's over there where the Walmart is at. It's like in Koreatown. You feel me? It's not deep into New Jersey. It's close to New York. When I was in Harlem, I used to go over there in 15 minutes in the car. You feel me? 15 minutes. Sweat lodges in Atlanta. Yeah. Yeah. Get taken care of. Get your massage. You know what I mean? Like whatever you gotta get your exfoliated, get your face cleaned, get your pores cleaned. You know what I'm talking about? Get your pores cleaned. Let your skin breathe. This is your skin is an organ. It needs to breathe. You know what I mean? It needs to be rubbed. It needs to be, oiled well. You feel me? Oh, they got a King Spa in Chicago. Oh, okay. Yeah. Somebody else told me about some shit in Chicago too. Uh Chicago Crypto had put me on to some fly shit. I screenshotted it. It's not the King Spa, it's something else that's mad fly. Yeah, Deshaun Watson. Don't go into no spa trying to get no fucking happy ending, my niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Don't go into the spa trying to be Dirk Diggler. You know what I mean? Like, go and get your massage and get up out of there. Just have, FaceTime Bay if she's at work. You know what I mean? Show her what you're working with and go home and you could get your happy ending there. You know what I mean? Or go on your Tinder date. But don't try to, you know what I mean? Don't go to get a massage and you niggas trying to get some fucking sloppy toppy. You know what I mean? Leave that to the other people. Be responsible. You know what I'm talking about? Be responsible. Don't be messy. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be messy. Yeah, don't go to Rub Maps. You know what I mean? Don't go and look for where to go on rubmaps.com. You know what I'm saying? It's too much it's too much propaganda going on right now between Asian hate. Don't go and get the happy ending. Sit that one out, brothers. You know what I'm talking about? Sit that one out. You dig? You let that shit blow over, Let that blow over. You know what I'm talking about? Wear copper in the summertime. Look at what copper does to my skin. It darkens it sometimes. Like, I got mad dark spots on my wrists. That comes from brass, because these are brass. Like, in the summertime, it'll make my wrist dark. You know what I'm talking about? I gotta let it. Because sometimes I wear these cuffs for a long time. You know what I mean? I even shower with them sometimes. So, your skin gotta breathe and whatnot. Your skin gotta breathe. Okay, that's what it was. He told me about that right there, King Ra. Right? Some bossy shit. Some bossy shit. Not it was some bossy shit. They got it in New York and Chicago. Some real mafia mob. You know what I mean? Some bossy shit. Some boss baby type shit. You know what I'm talking about? And that's where I'm going next. Yeah, copper pulls toxins from the blood. So when I wear my copper, my blood is pulling toxins from my blood. It's pulling toxins to the surface. So I might have a dark spot or two. My wrist might have a green ring on it. But I know that the copper working. It's oxidizing the kid. I know that it's working. So when you have because the copper is a conduce, you know what I mean? The copper is going to conduct the energy, right, from the sun to your melanin, right? That's why I wear it around my neck. I might rock the ankh. I got the stones. The stones are picking up on the energy and whatnot. You know what I mean? I got the silver on one side. I got the copper on the other side. I'm like a battery. You feel me? I'm like a real life battery. I'm a whole battery right now. You dig what I'm saying? And then I'm in the sun. I'm sun gazing. I'm taking in the sun, and then I'm drinking water. So, and then I'm in the gym a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? So that's that type of. I'm saying you don't have to do anything, but that's the type of time that I might be on just to keep this machine going, to keep the energy flowing. You feel me? Because I doubt that I would be able to do what I do on a McDonald's diet, and I don't have anything that I'm conducting energy from. You know what I mean? And I'm surrounded by electronics, and I'm eating wrong. I'm drinking soda all day, coffee, and I'm smoking cigarettes. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'll be able to function the way that I'm able to function, right? Consecutive and be consecutive, I don't know. I really don't, because there's days when I don't even know where I get the energy from. But I'll be ready to tap the fuck out. You know what I'm talking about? I'll be ready to tap out. You feel me? And I'm like, God damn it, I need some energy. That's why platforms, and I always tell the people, I'm like, yo, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have no idea. Don't ever, I'll never get bougie on niggas because y'all had helped me out in days where I needed y'all. You know what I'm saying? The audience, y'all were there for me in days that I needed y'all, you know? And I'm sure I've been told that I've been there on days when people needed me. You feel me? So it's a reciprocation taking place. You know what I mean? You know, uh it's somewhat of a quote unquote circle being built. You know what I mean? There's it's going in a circle. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, empaths energy, yo, bro. Man, oh man, y'all have no idea. I could feel the pain that some people be going. I could feel it. Like I could pick up on that shit. Like I go scroll through my Instagram and I get off the gram and I could feel the pain. I could feel the stress. I could feel the anxiety. I could feel niggas is in their pictures lying and whatnot, pump faking, just putting on masks and whatnot to make the, putting on filters and whatnot, just to put the facade on. I feel the heaviness in it all. You feel me? So it's like, you know, what do I do? I got a baby. I have a 1-year-old. I don't want to bring that energy to him. You feel me? I don't want to bring that energy to the wife. You know what I mean? So what am I to do? How do I channel that? How do I turn that into gasoline and fuel and burn that up and use it as energy? That shit is not easy, bro. People think that they could just hop into this thing. My G, you gotta be very mindful about what you hopping into. You know what I'm talking about? You better make a concerted decision before you hop into this shit 2 feet that you ready to go on a motherfucking great adventure roller coaster ride. You feel me? Nigga, this shit is a roller. This shit is you're on the what's the name of that ride where the bottom of the floor drops out and then the shit starts spinning and whatnot. I remember being in an amusement park. The shit was spinning so fast, a girl had threw up, and the shit was it was the thing was spinning so fast, she threw up, and the shit just stayed right there until it stopped, and then it went into her face. That's what this thing right here is. This can be exhausting like a motherfucker. Yeah, tilt a whirl. This is not an easy job. I promise you. This is not a rewarding job. This is not an easy job. This is not a job that anybody could do. Niggas make it look easy. It's been made to look easy, but this is not an easy job. Everybody hates you, Chris. You know what I'm talking about? When you're standing in positions like this and when you have a certain light on you, you're hated. You know what I'm talking about? You're despised. You know what I mean? People wish all kind of ills on you just because you have the audacity to be standing up and fucking smiling. Like the nerve of this nigga to be smiling when black people are at war. Yeah, I had Reiki before. It felt like a sister. It was two elders and their student, a young sister. I was in Boston. It felt like they was pulling yarn out of my back. I felt like they was pulling yarn. They was pulling my energy. It felt like the shit felt like yarn coming out of me, bro. So I'm saying all of this not to deter anybody, because to be honest with you, this is some of the most spiritually rewarding type of work that you could do. This is some of the most spiritually rewarding type of work that you can do. Your spirit is going to feel it before you do. Your spirit is going to feel a level of fulfillment, right? I've been in a situation where I had bands on bands on bands on bands on bands, all of that materialistic. I had baddies on my line, strippers wanting to strip for me. You know what I mean? I'm laying around, I got jars of weed and marijuana. I got clothes that have tags on it. I'm talking about the whole bed filled up with money, and I felt completely empty. No spirit, my spiritual bank account was on zero. I had nothing in my crypto wallet, nigga. My spiritual wallet was empty. It was empty. And I was like, damn, why I feel like this? Then I strike gold, my nigga. Did you see my girl lately? You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not him. I'm talking to God. I'm like, nigga, I'm not him. Like, what's going on? Why do I feel like this? Because I wasn't doing my purpose. I wasn't living out my purpose. This was like, I remember the year, it was 2000 exactly. 2000, the year 2000. I was not living out my purpose. I was not basically following, my the tenets of my walk. I was walking in a different direction. So as a result of that, my spirit wasn't pleased and it was feeling devoid, and it wasn't being fed. I was not feeding it enough. So when I got into this community service called consciousness, this is community service, my niggas. I'm actually doing a bid. You know what I'm talking about? I'm actually doing a fucking bid. This is a sentence that I'm living out. So when I started doing my community service, then I began to feel what it is that I'm sharing with you, to say that even though, don't let me deter you, you know what I mean? Because it's a challenge, but anything worth having is a challenge. Heavy is the head. It's a challenge because it's fucking, you're doing life's work. I'm doing something that I know is gonna live on after I leave this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? After I tap out of this thing right here, I know that this legacy is going to stand on its own and it's going to do something. And the people who I've inspired and whatnot, and the people that I've touched, they're going to keep me alive. Yeah, because remember, Dr. Sebi, he popped up and got his shit together in his 40s. People don't realize that he lived 2 full lives and whatnot. He lived a life as Alfred or Fred, and he lived a life as Dr. Sebi or Sebi. 2 different lives and whatnot. He got his shit together in his 40s. To be honest with you, and I've told people this before, when you hit 40, the shit hit differently. Your body is different. You're going to see things and feel things. You're going to have certain kind of powers and intuition that are going to come online that was not online when you was in your 30s. You're going to see things. You're going to stop stressing about certain things that you were stressing about, that you could not let go in your 30s. You're going to see yourself and how you view yourself and how others view you differently. You're not going to give 2 fucks about what anybody really thinks about you, because as long as you know that you got you, that's all that matters, my nigga. Because at the end of the day, when you get this far down the line, you know what I mean? You be looking back like, God damn it. Wow. I didn't realize that this what it was. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that this what it was. Like, damn. Okay, I get it now. I understand. It's becoming clear. And when it becomes clear, then it is what it is. It say less. There's nothing to say. Say less. You know what I mean? And do more. And do more. That's why if I see an old nigga living out his 3rd childhood and he ain't get it together, and like I see the old fiends. And that's where the eyesore comes in. The reason why my impact, the reason why my compassion and my empathy, right, is being challenged, is because I'm seeing grandfathers and great grandfathers and men who, when I was growing up and I was learning about civil rights and whatnot, I was taught by my father that the elders and the olders and people older than me were to be respected because they were respectable. And then I be looking and I'm like, that nigga don't respect himself. He don't even respect black people. He don't respect nothing. You know? 40 is king age, 20 to 30 warrior age, and 60 plus is priest and wise man age. That's a super fact, Dev. Senior toddlers, nigga. It's the word of the day. Senior toddlers. Senior toddlers. If you 60 years old and you wearing FUBU, my nigga, if you're not dressed like Earth, Wind, and Fire or the Osley Brothers, and you trying to keep up, you wearing designer at 70, nigga? Come on, fam. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm talking about? And that's no offense because, like I said, the older generation, this new older generation is different. We can't compare them to our grandparents because they not old like that. They not old like that. They living out their 30s and whatnot. They like, even the grandmamas. They're like, yo, fuck that. I'm catching up to the years that my grandmother didn't let me live when I was like 10. You know what I mean? From 10 to 20, they living that out. They're like, put that Siri, Cardi B, it's up and it's stuck. Yeah, let's go. And they on TikTok doing the dances. Corvette. You know what I mean? I'm like, old nigga, what are you doing? You know what I'm talking about? Like, what are we doing here? But that's what they on. You feel me? That's what they on, man. What can I say? I'm just the observer. You know, I'm just watching this shit like, okay. You know, they don't know that they looking like that, but okay. To each its own. You can't get babysitting no more. That's out of the question. Remember, the grandparents was the default babysitter. That's out of the window. You know what I mean? They like babysit. What you talking about? I'm going to the club, nigga. It's up and it's stuck. I'm like, all right, whatever. But you know, we are ageless people. We are ageless people. In Jesus and in the Bible, it's said to be youthful, right? To be childlike, right? So at the end of the day, if the elders or the older people are still tapping into their youthful energy and they're embracing youthfulness, then we still have to be mindful of that and not judgmental and be like, oh, you need to grow up. Because what is you know, I don't know. I love me a wise elder though. Fuck what you saying. Like I love me a elder statesman. You know what I mean? I love me a elder, you know, a goddess and whatnot. What do they call them? Crones. I love me a older wise woman who could give me that knowledge that I need and that wisdom from experience. You know what I'm talking about? So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. Because remember, there's no age to consciousness. You could be 80 years old and get woken up the next day. You could be 75, you could be 65, and you just finding out about the path of enlightenment. You're just finding out about the multiple degrees that there is to obtain other than the 3 degrees that you've been walking around your whole life with. You know what I'm talking about? So if there's no age limit to consciousness or awareness, well, God damn it, then there should be no age limit to how you express yourself, how you want to live out your days and whatnot. and how you want to still identify with a culture that might be the only culture you know. Some of these old heads, all they know is ratchet culture. All they know is hip hop culture. That's all they probably grew up with. They like, nigga, I'm not no old jazz player. I'm not the nigga from Soul, the movie. I'm not saying, what is it, Joe? You know what I mean? Yeah, that wisdom to Sophia, like sugar to the ears. You know? That's right, Charles. Get it in. You know, shit, we ageless people. You can't really pinpoint our ages and whatnot. But I love me some older, wise people. But this is what's going on because the world has changed. There's been a shift. The 3-year-olds are now the old wise people. The 4-year-olds and the 5 and the 6 and the 7s and the 8s and the 9s and the 10 years and the 11-year-olds, those are the new old wise people. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the new old wise people. And then the older people are learning from them, like, oh, that's a special baby right there. She done read my chart. She only 3. So the old heads or the old ones have come back through the children. And they're the wise ones now. They're teaching their grandparents how to use the internet, how to set up a TikTok page, how to set up Instagram, what angle to use, how to go viral. No, grandma, you got to sit on the sink like this angle, duck face. You know what I mean? Somebody said 10 years old doing TurboTax. You don't talk. You don't talk about. These niggas they sharp. They sharp, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You're not my 7-year-old. Her name is Wisdom Bella. You know, we don't teach the children, y'all. The children teach us. Phil Valentine dropped that years ago, and I was floored. He said, "Is there a book on parenting? Do we all read that book? How you gonna teach a child to be a child? You taught them how to eat. You taught them how to suckle a breast, or they just came out the womb knowing that. You don't teach them how to walk. You don't teach them how to use the potty. You assist them. They're teaching you how to be a parent because you've never been a parent before, right? But they've always been a child. So how are you going to teach a child to be a child when they what are you talking about? They're born, they're going to do what the fuck what children do. So they teach you how to be a parent because there's no book for that. You're learning how to be patient. You're learning how to be compassionate. You're learning how to be telepathic. You know what I'm talking about? You talking with your fucking brain to the youth and whatnot. Sit your ass down. Nigga, go to sleep. I said go to sleep. You know what I mean? You are learning from them how to be a better person, hopefully. They're testing your patience. You know what I mean? They're putting all of that shit that you be talking to the test. They testing your gangster. They're teaching you how to even love and heal sometimes from hurt with their love, which is unconditional, which is healing. You know, a lot of people who've been in failed relationships can attest that the baby is like a band-aid in a sense. Like, you know, you just look at your child and you're just like, damn, you know, I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm talking about? And then you look towards the future by looking in your children's eyes. You're like, yo, fuck that. I can't let them down. I can't da. So that's your motivation, unlike any other motivation. Cause you know, niggas be motivated when they first meet their shorty and whatnot. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do some sit-ups and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna take it to Roof Chris. After the third date, you know what I'm talking about? It's back to Grubhub. You know what I mean? You might not have that same type of she might not have that same pull over you. She might not have that same type of motivating factor to make you a better person and bring out the God in you. But I bet you your children can. You know? And these new children are different. They're more spiritually inclined and intact. They will reach in and talk to your motherfucking spirit. They'll talk to your spirit on your ass or your heart. That's why it's mad important that, you know, we begin to do what we need to do as parents and as uncles, because I'm not leaving out the people who've not procreated. You're still a parent in somebody's eyes, right? There's things that we need to do, right? Fuck that. I'm saying what we need to do. I don't like telling people what they need to do, but in circumstances, there's things that we have the opportunity to do. Let me just change it. We can onboard these babies into the digital realm because we have the power, we have our attention, we're paying attention to each other, right? I'm not just up here running my mouth and not paying attention to what the fuck y'all are typing and what y'all have to say. You know what I mean? We're having a conversation together. This is not just about me. I'm talking, we everybody's talking to each other. So we have the power, we have the opportunity, we have the money, we have the time, and we have the wherewithal to get these children right by getting them some crypto wallets, by bringing on the ones who are ready to learn, because all of them are not ready to learn, but some of them are tired of playing Fortnite and want to just build their own Fortnite. Some of them want to learn about Bitcoin because they keep hearing about it. Some of them want to play in Decentraland and other type of open sea and whatnot. Some of them want to sell an NFT because they see that niggas is selling them for millions of dollars. That's what some of them want. So I'm here to say, well, wherever some of them are, right? Wherever some of them are, let's get some of them ready and let's get it going and let's get this shit popping. Okay. So I'm currently working on something that's going to be taking place in May. It's going to be involving some very big names in the community, especially in the digital space. I'm going to be bringing a conglomerate or confederacy of frontliners who are out here talking that crypto talk, who are talking that blockchain talk, who are talking that NFT talk, right? Who are tapping into the future. I'm putting together, or we're putting together. I have the new platform for Know the Ledge is called Know the Ledger, right? The new platform, all things digital, all things tech, is called Know the Ledger. All right. So Know the Ledger is putting together an event. It's going to be in Atlanta, right? ATL. Okay. ATL, Atlantis. And it's going to take place in the month of May. And we're going to have a workshop. It's going to be for 2 days. Okay. It's going to be some lectures sprinkled in there, but it's really going to be more hands-on workshop type of thing. It's not going to be a one-on-one. It's not going to be a one-on-one. This is more so going to be like a 103 and whatnot, but you'll be okay. Anybody that's out there, because when I was in Newark and I was doing a lecture, there was about 40 to 50 people, 60 people. And I was like, we was outside. I was like, show of hands, everybody that got a Bitcoin or crypto wallet. I promise you 96% of them raised their hands. So people understand how this, they at least are making the effort to get a crypto wallet. So we don't got to hold everybody's hands anymore. People are kind of, they got their feet wet and whatnot. what I want to do is show people the other steps of what it is to take to get your bread up in the DeFi world, staking, buying, how to buy an NFT, how to mint an NFT, how to buy domains in the digital real estate world. All of these things are going to be demonstrated. I highly recommend that you bring your children with you, or we're going to be on live. We're going to be live streaming and whatnot. Have the babies there because this one is dedicated to them. This one is dedicated to them. You saying what days? I'll get to you on Monday about all of that. All right. I'm gonna get to you on Monday. And when you hear the names, not one of the names that I'm gonna give you is a flunky. Where you got to be like, I wonder if this nigga is gonna bring it. Everybody who's been in this community bringing it for the last 6 months, damn near every single person will be on that motherfucking ticket right there. They'll be on that bill right there, and they're gonna bring it in ways that they've never brought it. And it's two-part to it, because all of the monies that we're gonna raise, right, are gonna go towards a collective, because my aim and my goal is to build a incubator and an accelerator, which is basically just a regular house where people who are technically inclined work in and live in. They design apps in this house. They design dApps in this house, which are decentralized apps. They help build out the blockchain. They help write the white paper. They help create the 3D models so you could sell the NFTs. These are people that work together cohesively and collectively for the purpose of uplifting fallen humanity in these days and times, and not to be mentally masturbating about how great we were when Mansa Musa was running around. No, my niggas, we're great right now. Fuck is you saying? You could be a Mansa Musa right now. You know what I mean? If you made the right type of investments, little nigga, you know what I'm talking about? You could be him now. Okay, you in Tennessee? Well, Atlanta's not far from there. So you close. This will be a physical workshop. It'll be because Georgia is about to open up. Texas is opened up and Florida is opened up. Opened up towns like stage 3. So I don't know, I'm going to places where they like COVID who, nigga, COVID what? That's where I feel comfortable at. You know what I'm talking about? I feel comfortable with it where niggas is like, fuck COVID, and they don't have no face diaper on. I want to be in those places. You know what I mean? That's how I'm going to be able to function better like that. So we're going to bring it all together. We're going to bring it all together. I'm not playing. I'm not waiting. I want these children to be greater than us. I want them to have something when they walk into a building. I don't want it to be an empty building with a bunch of fucking wood and niggas is like, go and build your own, go and build something. No, I want them to come into somewhere and there's some shit already built for them. They deserve that. You know what I'm talking about? They deserve that. They've been through enough. They got grandmothers that twerk and whatnot. They've seen a lot of crazy shit in their lifetimes. They deserve that. You know what I'm talking about? They deserve that. You niggas been running around talking about how much money that you got with these fake ass bankrolls and whatnot on the money phone and all of this. Niggas is pulling up. They seen enough flossing. They deserve somebody to say, we care about you little niggas more than just buying you some Jordans and whatnot. We're gonna fill up a crypto wallet. We're gonna onboard you so you could be in the future. That's not asking for much. You know what I mean? It's not revolutionary. It's just doing what needs to be done right at this point. You know what I mean? Now wait, I'm sitting around. Look at the fuckery that's going on. P. Diddy just put an open letter. These woke niggas is out here robbing the people. I can't wait for no organizations, no groups, Black Lives. None of them is gonna do for these children what I envision that I want to do. None of them is gonna do for the homeless with the vision that I have, that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I can't rely on nobody to do that. I gotta go out and do it on my own. This is a hustle taking place right now when it comes to the woke people. Look at Diddy. We're done letting corporations manipulate our culture into believing incremental progress is acceptable action. If you love us, pay us. Here's my letter to corporate America. I'm throwing up in my mouth. This is the shit that DMX was banging on. He couldn't stand this nigga right here. You know what I'm talking about? He couldn't stand niggas like this. The same feet these companies use to stand with us in solidarity are the same feet they use to stand on our necks. When confronted by the leaders of several black-owned media companies, General Motors, GM, listed my network, Revolt, as an example of black-owned media it supports. While Revolt does receive advertising revenue from GM, our relationship is not an example of success. Instead, Revolt, just like other black-owned media company, fights for crumbs while GM makes billions of dollars every year from the black community. Remember Cadillac with Tamika Mallory? GM owns Cadillac, right? So these corporations, Byron Allen is going after GM, talking about he wants ad money from them. This is a corporate shakedown. This is a corporate shakedown. This is not about putting money in the community. This shit is not going to build no community centers. This is not going to build no incubators. This is not going to bring crypto in the hood. These niggas is trying to sell Ciroc.
To this day,
Exposing GM's historical refusal to fairly invest in black-owned media is not an assassination of character. It's exposing the way GM and many other advertisers have always treated us. No longer can corporate America manipulate our community. Corporations like General Motors have exploited our culture. Nigga, you've exploited the culture. P. Diddy, take that. Undermined our power and excluded black entrepreneurs from participating in the value created by black consumers. In 2019, brands spent $239 billion on advertising. Less than 1% of that was invested in black-owned media companies. Out of the roughly $3 billion General Motors spends on advertising, we estimate only $10 million was invested in black-owned media. Only $10 million out of $3 billion. Like the rest of corporate America, General Motors is telling us to sit down, shut up, and be happy with what we get. It's disrespectful that black-owned media gets 1% of the total advertising market. Right? So they killing them in the comment section. They like, yo, pay your artists before you start talking about what the fuck GM didn't do and all of that other stuff. You got some nerve, B. Right? So that is in response, right, to a loss, to an article that Byron Allen had put out, right, where they're basically leaning on corporate America to say, yo, we want some of that money that y'all out there giving to Tamika Mallory and them. And then GM is like, nah, we've picked a black woman, right? Because, you know, that's how they play. They playing gender politics. Oh, nah, we taking care of y'all. We got some black women that we partnered with and whatnot. We giving them hair products. You know what I'm saying? We took care of the Christian Louis. We gave them a gift card to Saks. You know what I mean? We're helping them with their Birkin addiction. You know what I mean? And then they're like, nah, we support women's rights. Black History, Women's History Month. You know, they that's all fucking game. That's all game. That's all game. Right? All of that is game. Look, let me show you something. This is who they following. They don't get this out of nowhere. This is who they following, y'all. All right, so this was Byron Allen's calling them out. He took out a full page ad calling out GM CEO, right? Mary Barra. They got a woman CEO, right? So he put out a full page thing. He's talking to Mary. Hey, Mary, you guys are racist. Do you know that? You know what I'm talking about? You guys need to spend money with us, right? That's called a corporate shakedown. Okay? That's called a corporate shakedown, right? GM to spend more ad dollars with black media after Byron Allen calls out the CEO. General Motors canceled a virtual meeting scheduled for Thursday between CEO Mary Barra and several black-owned media executives who called her out in an ad this week, right? Barra agreed to meet with the group after Byron Allen, who was the founder, chairman, and chief executive officer of Allen Media Group, took out a full-page ad on page 3 in Sunday's Detroit Free Press, accusing Barra of racism for refusing to meet with them consistently over time and multiple requests. Okay? So he's like, we need to sit with you. We want to talk to you about these ad dollars. And to be honest with you, I'm not mad at that. Like, that's not the worst thing in the world. But, you know, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is who taught them how to do the shakedown, right? This is the king of the shakedown. Jesse Jackson will line up. It's called crony capitalism. He'll shake down the companies and then line up his crony capital. He'll line up family members. He'll line up organizations like LBGT organizations, people that he could get in his pocket and whatnot for certain type of other favors. He'll begin to disseminate the jobs or the checks and shit like that, right? So earlier this year, this is in 2014. Earlier this year, Jackson and his organization Rainbow Push Coalition pressured tech giants like Google, Facebook, Twitter, and eBay to publish reports detailing their employee demographics. The results were predictably dismal. Lots of white and Asian males and relatively few women, blacks, and Hispanics. Okay? So he's the shakedown man, right? He does the shakedown. But the thing is, when they cut the check, you don't never see the check the check will never reach the hood. They're using the hood and they're using black people and skin color as yeah, you gotta look out for the people. You know what I mean? And that's not what it is. So this is what it is. Okay, this is what it is. It's woke capitalism. Okay, it's a new iteration of woke capitalism. That's what Tamika Mallory and them is doing. That's what P. Diddy has been doing lately. Shit, that's what Jay-Z's been doing lately. How woke capitalism is cashing in on social movements. This was in 2019. In 2008, it's April 2017, Pepsi just released a commercial, seemingly a rather harmless, innocent commercial that shows people of minority communities uniting and integrating over a can of Pepsi with Kendall Jenner as the face of the advert. The advert becomes so controversial within time that Pepsi eventually has to take the ad off. What went wrong? Enter January 2019. Something similar happens with another advert. Gillette comes out with an advertisement for its razors, portraying men, teaching them correct form of masculinity to young kids. The aim was to take a dig at the toxic masculinity notion with the Me Too movement in full swing at the moment. But what went wrong was Gillette's innocent-looking motive that the ad faced severe backlash and major criticism from all those that are part of the social movement. To answer both these questions, it's very important to understand what the issue at hand in both these cases was, something the modern age refers to as woke capitalism. As Wikipedia puts it, woke is a political term of African American origin that refers to a perceived awareness of issues concerning social justice and racial justice. It is derived from the African American vernacular English expression "stay woke," whose grammatical aspect refers to a continuing awareness of these issues. Pretty self-explanatory as it is. Woke capitalism refers to the capitalist, profit-driven approach followed by corporations, capitalizing on the stir and popularity of social movements to achieve their ends. Just as consumerism gets the best of capitalism, so does this aspect of capitalism, whereas capitalizing on the social movements many times inherently contradicts what an entire social movement stands for, something truly bad for a capitalist society to go through. To understand why people are against woke capitalism, we first need to understand why it is a bad thing for the social movements in question. For perspective, look at the Pepsi ad. The ad starts out with showing people in a protest demonstration to change societal norms. Black Lives Matter was one of the portrayals. Now, the entire problem starts when you show something as rampant and serious as a social revolution, with people dancing and rejoicing as though they were celebrating it. It comes to no surprise then that social movements will get intimidated by it. The real dynamite, though, that caused the real harm was the moment when Kendall Jenner hands out a can of Pepsi to the line of police that is shown in the ad. The scene was a portrayal of Aisha Evans, a black woman who bravely stood up to police in riot gear at a BLM protest in Baton Rouge. Now, when the same intense moment is portrayed as Kendall offering a Pepsi can to the police and them immediately accepting it as though putting an end to police brutality and other problems the stakeholders have stood for, things go well out of hand. So that's the ad. That's the sister that was doing that. So you get an understanding of, what's going on in corporate America, that people who understand what they're seeing are very offended about and being very vocal about and calling people out like, yo, that's some bullshit. That's some straight up bullshit. You know what I mean? That's all cap. That's all cap. So Diddy and Byron Allen and a lot of them, they're doing their corporate shakedown, which was handed down to them by Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, who basically perfected the shakedown to get them into the spaces that they are in now. Al Sharpton on TV with a fucking TV show, and Messy Jesse. I don't know what Messy Jesse is in, but yeah, that's what we see going on, and it's disgusting. It's exploitive. It's disgusting, and real people on the front lines have lost their lives and whatnot, and they go unnamed, unnoticed, unappreciated, and uncelebrated while they out here doing these fucking commercials and twerking in front of the police. So it's very important that we begin to do more in our space with the power that we have, until that power is able to either grow or influence others in power to do what it is that needs to be done. You feel me? So look forward to the announcement coming up. I believe on Monday we'll have the flyer and whatnot, and y'all be well. Y'all, you will be. We'll be ready to start taking orders for tickets, and you could prepare yourself to come to Atlanta if you don't live out there. I highly recommend that y'all be there in person. Pop out. It's around. You know what I mean? It's warm outside. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna have good food for you, entertainment, and everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, we need that. We need to see each other. We need to chop it up. It's time for us to brainstorm and have a real fucking think tank and move this thing forward, because I am not going to let 2021 pass me by and we do not take full advantage of this year that is amongst us with all of this opportunity being thrown at us. God damn it. So come on through, Lizzie. Let me send you this invite. Pull up real quick and just let the family know what you got coming up. You know what I'm talking about? That is if you're ready to pull up. But and then on the other note, Kentucky coming up in June, right? That's gonna be super lit, right? This is right here. Dr. Boyce, Red and Blue, Styles P, Sabir, right? In Louisville, Kentucky. That's a problem right there. That's gonna be a schmovie. You know what I'm talking about? But that's later on down the line. You know? That's later on down the line. But, you know, we working, not jerking. You know what I'm talking about? And the babies, they appreciate it. You feel me? The little ones. I just did a live on Instagram with a 15-year-old, right? He interviewed me and Blue Pill separately. He had questions for both of us, and he knew what he was asking. 15 years old, my son 13. I was highly honored, bro. I was highly honored. I was like, oh, this is what's up. I felt real good talking to the youth, you know, about what it is that we intend to do to assist them and to help them and to prepare them. They're not, what the fuck? They're gonna help us. They're not here to help us. They're here to teach us. And based off of what they teach us, we should know what the fuck they need. You know what I mean? I know what they need. They need to be completely onboarded into the digital space because there's some digital ass kids. You know what I mean? They're ready for this world. They're ready player one. You know what I mean? They need us to build them a field of dreams where they could tap into the spatial technology, virtual reality, augmented reality, spatial reality, haptic reality with the haptic vest, immersive 9D worlds. That's what they need. Yeah. Talking about.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, that's what they need. That's definitely what they need. You know what I'm saying? If they in a house all day playing Fortnite and Roblox and other things, then what do you think that they're telling you that they need? They're not gonna leave that digital realm. So guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna meet them in those realms. We're gonna meet them in those realms. The technology has advanced to the place that we could walk onto their realm. I could walk onto a polygon texturized environment as a 2D avatar. I got an avatar in OpenSea. You know what I mean? This nigga's running around with a silk suit on. Lit. See, they was there for the interview. They was there for the interview. If you can, Lizzie, just text me your email right now. Oh, I know what it is. I'm going to send you the link. You'll get it in your email. Okay? You should have just got it. You know, you trying to find something dope for your son. He loves Minecraft. Well, shoot, the youngest crypto play ever. Come and sign up. Sign him up to the youngest crypto ever. I'm gonna put my email right here. Red Pillar 75 at Proton. You know what I'm talking about? Have him come pull up to the youngest crypto play ever, and we'll introduce him to Decentraland, to OpenSea. Because these are the same type of worlds that they're in on Roblox and Minecraft. They built it on the same engine. It's called an Unreal Engine. You know what I mean? It's built on some of the same engines. So let's get busy. You feel me? Let's get busy. Email me at that email for the interview right here. If anybody wants to interview me, send me an email. If anybody wants to advertise with this channel, Know the Ledge Media, send me the email. When we launch Know the Ledger, we're only going to be doing adverts and promos for people that are in the crypto or the tech space. Nothing else. I don't give a if you got sneakers, they're going to have wearable tech. If you putting out music, it's going to have to be as an NFT. Anything in the analog world, we you know, but that's just for that channel. So we don't confuse people and whatnot. That's just for that channel. You know what I'm talking about? When you watch a cooking show about spare ribs and whatnot, in the commercial, they're not gonna have Dr. Sebi fucking vitamins. That's not gonna be the advertisement. You know what I'm talking about? It's gonna be, they're gonna have barbecue sauce advertisement and hot sauce and shit like that. You know what I mean? Fucking motorcycles. You know? So yeah. Everything is looking great. Love and light to the spirit of DMX, OG, Darkman X. You know, sending out, you know, just sending out energy, man. Just sending out praises, just sending out blessings to him. You feel me? And like somebody, yeah, the DMX was tired. Let him rest. It's not about what we want. You know what I'm talking about? Even if I get off of this show tonight and it says that he's gone, the fact that we were able to have this show and we were able to, you know, have a window where he wasn't going in our hearts and we were able to celebrate him one more time, that's special, yo. That's special. You know what I'm talking about? That's special, bro. You feel me? So, with that being said, let me see where this lady is. It's 1:00. I'm giving Lizzie 10 minutes. Oh, okay. All right. I had sent it to the wrong email. My bad. Let me do this. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Yes, on. Oh, no. Oh, my. I want to play another DMX, but they're gonna take the I'm already gotta face the fucking fire from punk ass YouTube. They're gonna copyright strike this video because I played this song and whatnot. You know? They're gonna hate. Let me read let me give a shout out to the Cash Apps while we wait for my guest for the night to pull up real quick and sprinkle some goddess energy on y'all. All right. So 8 Bloom. Appreciate your 8 Bloom. Wayne's World coming through. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. Appreciate you, Wayne's World. You was here for me yesterday too. April Showers. April Showers. Legend. Shelly. I see you, Shelly. Shelly. Joseph up in this thing. Joseph up in this thing. I see you, Joseph. Wayne's World again. God damn it. Make it rain, make it rain. Ben Owens, legend. Jarrett Brown, I see you. I appreciate all of y'all for your you know, for your support. For leaving a tip at the table after the food for thought. Whew. Okay, we got a new one that came in. Mr. Green, legend. Legend. Mr. Green, you're a legend. So this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We in the building. Yeah, I'm trying my, and we got a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Let me clean up the house and make sure that coins is coming in. Yeah, Lizzie is here. Make it rain, niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Drop them coins. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, a legend is in the building. So without any further ado, I'm gonna bring in the incomparable, the super legend, the West Side, the finest.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
It's good with you, bro.
I appreciate you. Is it saying? Hold on, let me see something. Okay, can you still hear me?
Oh, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Oh, we in it then.
Yeah, we in this thing. You know what I'm talking about?
We in it.
We in this thing.
Yes.
Look, first and foremost, they might not. I gotta remind the people who you is and what it do. One of the hottest intro songs on the internet. One of the hottest intro songs on YouTube right now. That Good Wife. You know what I mean? I make sure that we open up every show, rinsing that off, letting them know what's about to come with that video, and they love it. You know what I'm saying? So for the family who might not be able to put a face to a name, this is Lizzie Jeff right here with that fire verse. Talk black to me.
To this day. To this day.
Hey.
So, real briefly, if you may, can you just introduce yourself to the fam out there?
Yes, absolutely, and I appreciate that. That dope intro. You got a very powerful way with words. But what's up, everybody? My name is Lizzie Jeff. They call me the medicine woman, rap priestess. You feel me? CEO of Zen and Kush. You feel me? Artist, goddess, high priestess. We in this thing. And you feel me? I just do what I do. And I do it, you feel me, with integrity and intention.
That's right.
And you feel me? I'm fully rooted in my purpose and my mission. And I'm dedicated to greatness every day. I'm about my community. I'm about my bag. I'm about my ownership. You feel me?
Right.
I'm about that collaboration. And so whether it's music, whether it's events, whether it's art, whatever it is, I'm tuned in and I'm doing me, and I'm having a really beautiful time doing that.
That's beautiful. That's what's up. Hey, clap for him.
Hey.
You just did an event last week. They were super lit. You know what I'm talking about? I was tapped in like 4 a.m.
Okay.
Dead ass.
Oh, that's right.
And the shit was still going strong. It was a very sensuous type of collective. You know, you brought a lot of people through. It was a virtual Zoom event with some powerful goddesses. You know what I mean?
It was lit. It was lit. So so you were there, I think. Okay. So what was a standout moment to you? So basically
the poem.
Okay, the poem. Oh.
Poem. And then y'all was playing. Y'all was just playing. Y'all was jamming. Y'all was just playing music, and everybody was just going in, just vibing and shit.
Right. Okay, that's tight. I'm glad you pulled up for a second. It was so many different incredible elements infused into the vibe. So
it was.
Everything resonates different with everybody. But yeah, that's a festival. That's a late night sensuality festival that I curate through Zen and Kush. And the momentum has been lit. The feedback has been lit. And it's just a really dope virtual vibe for people to come together to see beautiful women in their full divine feminine glory, whether it's exotic pole dance, whether it's erotic poetry, or some type of elevated dialogue about sensuality, sexuality, love, partnership,
right?
Just all the shit that comes with it. And it's done in a really beautiful, classy, powerful way. So I love it, and I appreciate you pulling up too.
I mean, as a bro, and I was having this conversation earlier about the massage parlors and whatnot. And I was encouraging brothers, especially, and sisters to go and get that treatment, go and get that care. You know what I mean? Go and get some hands put on you. You know, and the sensuality aspect of it. I told them don't go for the happy endings because shit is hot right now
Uh-huh.
because of the Asian shit. But you know, I was just like, you know, just that energy, and that speaks to what it is that you're speaking of, you know, being able to be very expressive, and the energy that y'all were emitting in that erotica type of setting was a very healing energy. I'm here to let you know, for people who may be out there and they may be lonely, or people who've been out there and they may be stressed out, or for brothers who may be out there and they may be, you know, looking for a goddess or somebody to give them that type of feeling. Like, going into spaces that you put together is a beautiful thing, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's healing. You know what I mean? Because there's different levels to healing. You know,
Yeah,
we were also talking
absolutely.
about microdosing it too. You
Right.
know, I was explaining to the family that, you know, because we were having conversations about the whole situation with DMX and the need to detox, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean, when you get out of these situations and whatnot. And I was encouraging the family to you know, get with the shrooms when it
Uh-huh.
comes to dealing with the core issues,
Yep.
you know, getting over certain trauma and shit like that. So, you know, I was pushing for the 3.5, but I
Yeah.
was also saying that the micro is a move, you know what I mean? And once you get
Right. The
familiar with
micro
the
is where it's
feeling,
at. Mm-hmm.
yeah, once you get familiar with the feeling, then the micro holds you down on your daily travels and whatnot.
Yeah, that's powerful, and I'm glad you're having that conversation. It's vital, and yes, absolutely to the microdose. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I used to work at the dispensary down in Venice Beach a few years back, and
Right.
Venice Beach is like Silicon Beach, and like a lot of the different tech companies and like hippie headquarters are down in Venice Beach, and so Burning Man crowd, that crowd, and I was learning a lot and hearing a lot about the microdosing, how a lot of the young minds in Silicon Beach microdose every day. And I
Right.
had some friends who had been speaking on their experience. And so I was like, let me go ahead and get a little microdose situation cracking for a consecutive amount of days. And that first time that I ever microdosed, it was probably half a gram, maybe even a gram. I don't even know if
Right.
that's considered a micro, but it might have been a half that I took every day and for 3 days. And when I tell you it was the most glorious, just, heart activated, mind, first eye open,
Facts.
completely, aligned with the elements and more in tune with how the earth is dancing with me, and always sharing confirmation and code through the different things in my reality. It just made me more connected to my reality, to myself. And it's powerful on many many levels, but it's something that I definitely recommend for healing. And my most important advice is, with any of this medicine, is being mindful and setting that intention, because when we think about it, the mushrooms are consciousness, you feel me?
Right.
And so when we set that intention before consuming it, it just gives us that extra guard, that protection, that energy, that flow. It allows the medicine to be a guide
Right.
for
Right.
us. And so yeah, I definitely, if you haven't had the opportunity to microdose, and it's beautiful before making love, it's beautiful before going into the studio, if you're working on a book, you feel me, with shit, taking a nice long ass beautiful ass night walk is definitely a vibe on many many levels. Even if you just want to microdose and sit in a dark space, like in your room, and just
Hmm.
really allow your thoughts to come through, and maybe you're journaling, maybe you're, whatever it looks like. Everybody's healing journey is different,
Facts.
but explore, get creative.
That's a super fact. Yo, guess what they in the chat room saying? Have you ever heard this before?
What?
They say we look like brothers and sisters.
I read that earlier, and that's funny because I think the last time somebody said I look like Pink Pills, so I'm like, I guess we
I
are related.
That's a fact. When we was in Atlanta, they dropped that on me. I was like, really? It was like, bruh, you don't see it. I was like, nigga, I'm not microdosing. I don't see things like that. Like, I need to open
Right.
up my eyes. But
Now the
yeah,
other
man,
day you had on that red hoodie. You had on the hoodie on my merch hoodie, and
I
you
was
had the
repping.
afro. And I'm like, oh shit, cause that could have been you on the damn hoodie.
That's right. I was repping.
I
I was
love it.
repping.
Hell
That's
yeah, I
what's up.
appreciate that. I see you got the face roller.
Oh nah, this is life right here. You know what I mean? I'll
That's
be
the
roll
amethyst. Which one is
I'll be
that?
rolling my face. Yeah, that's the amethyst. I got flavors though, but yeah, I be getting my face roller on. You know what I'm talking about?
That's beautiful. I
They
just
like your rings. They like
Oh,
your
thank
rings
you.
too.
You feel me? That's the selenite right there. That's that extra sprinkle splash of the vibe.
You know, if you put a
Okay.
light to the bottom of it, it light up. Cause
Ooh,
light goes right through the selenite. You know what I mean?
ooh, ooh.
So let them know about the new project and the new experience, the new central experience that you're putting together, that you're tying into your project that's coming up, because there's a lot of people out there that fuck with your music the long way. And I heard the album, I heard a early copy, so I know what they're about to get. I know what they're in for. And then to top that off, the performance aspect, because you're a performer, you know what I mean? You're a full artist. So let them know what they got in store coming up for you and whatnot, and how they could tap in.
You know what? I appreciate that question because when I tell you that your girl has been putting in, oh my goodness, if I could tell y'all the creative output that's been flowing through. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all something. I
All
had
right.
it ready, but I think I got too comfortable. Oh, that's funny. It must have got lost in the sheets. But I wanted to show y'all this masterpiece that I created. You feel me? Here we go.
Oh, that's
Prophecies of
fire.
the Rap Priestess.
Oh,
You feel me?
that's the cover.
That's the
Oh, that's
cover.
lit. Okay.
You feel me? That's Lizzie Jeff with the afro. You feel me? I like
The
to switch it up.
Froington with the
Right.
Froby.
And then we got the Bam. And so this the album, y'all. I did 500 exclusive copies. I'm halfway through. And it's been lit because even though the album will be available on all streaming platforms on 420, that's when it dropped. Uh I wanted to offer a really dope exclusive limited edition option for those that really fuck with me, that believe in what I'm doing, that think I'm dope, that are inspired by the movement, by the vibe, that want to support it. I have this option for those that just want to pay, that want to support directly. And for those
Right.
that might be on a budget, you feel me, just on 420, like I said, it's streaming everywhere. The thing is your favorite streaming sites, they ain't really paying artists the way they should be. And so it's more of a marketing and promotions type of tool, unless you're doing Drake numbers or Nicki numbers, you feel me? Then you getting a little baggy bag. But as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur and a CEO and an independent artist, you
That's
feel
right.
me? And the high priestess of Zen and Kush Records, it's important for me to create, profitable, lucrative opportunities for everybody to eat and win. And so, shout out to Nipsey for inspiring that proud to pay energy, because people have really been showing up. They've been supporting me. They've been buying the album. You get the
What's your
digital
Cash App? They
download.
want to know about that. They want to know
You
about
feel
that
me?
Cash App.
See? Okay.
Is it money sign Lizzie Jeff,
You know what? I'm gonna be
or
real
is it
with
Jeff
y'all.
Lizzie?
It's my Venmo is Lizzie Jeff. That's what my Venmo is. Um,
Okay. Is
Look,
that
the
an
cat.
at with Venmo? Is
Yep,
that at?
at Lizzie Jeff, LIZZYJEFF.
Right.
Um, you feel me? The thing with Cash App, they booted me after I did my first I had a little Bitcoin situation. and I did a little Bitcoin play, and then the next day I was booted. So I was like, all right, for sure.
Damn.
But if you fuck with me, there's many ways to support me. And you can always follow me on IG, as well as click the link in my bio. I got a book out, it's fly. I got an album out, it's fly. I got merch out, you feel me? You dripping. I got all kinds of shit going and thriving. So it's all about let's ascend to this new earth reality. Let's be great. Let's show up for each other. Okay, Red.
That's right.
I know
Fuck
that's
Black
right.
Look, the back
Feel
is
me?
lit. I was in the airport. I had them crackers going. Oh, what is it?
Not the crackers. Not the
Alright,
crackers.
is that your sister, Lizzie Jeff?
Oh shit, you a silly motherfucker.
So for them Kush
Cannabis
vibes,
doesn't
yeah,
even
it's
practice.
legal everywhere. If it's legal in New York, my niggas, it's legal everywhere. Talk black to me. I mean, I don't know if
and
people realize
speaking
that.
of, look, and I like that you said that, because on a 1-2 and a 3-4, you feel me? What I want y'all to do is tune in and take a little dip in the stock market, specifically for the cannabis plays, because the cannabis plays is really gonna help a lot of motherfuckers eat this year, next year, and for all of eternity, depending on how long that shit really go. But it's something to look into, because like he said, New York legalized it. I think Virginia just legalized that shit
Virginia
tonight.
just did it. Yep.
And it's just gonna keep going. And so the more it activates and expands, the more them stocks gonna go up. And even though them stocks have been seeing really profitable gains recently over the last year, they still on sale. You feel me? They still on sale. So that's just a little something, a little 1-2 for the 3-4.
We might have to do a workshop with you talking about that pot coin. You know what I mean? And then the pot stocks. No, the pot coin lit.
I know. It's so many
With them
options and opportunities.
It's mad options. But I think I'm Black Jesus was talking to me while you was talking. He was like, yo, get her in a workshop, Phil. So I think maybe, because people want to know what stocks to invest in, and you have an insight about that.
Okay, I mean, I know a little something about a little something.
Yeah. So
I'm always down to grow and thrive.
Definitely. And I know my audience, they feeling the goddess, you know what I'm saying? So
okay, y'all fucking with the vibe.
They fucking with the vibe. Yo, y'all didn't even see the vibes yet, though. I promise you. No, they didn't. They haven't tapped into none of your events yet. Y'all think you're. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to pull up on May 28th.
Tap it.
You know what, Red? If you click the link in my bio, the tickets are available. And look, it's 3 nights. It's a 3-night after dark experience. Tickets are $44, but if there's anybody in this chat right now, I'm gonna honor the 50% off discount. You feel me? So you pay $22 for 3 nights. And it's definitely it's a vibe. So send me a I'll drop you the 50% off code, but it's definitely gonna change your life. You can invite your boo, you can invite your mom, you can invite your ex, anybody. It's just a vibe. You feel me? And so half off for everybody.
Oh, you a legend for that. You know what I'm talking about? You a legend. But there's a code? There's a discount code?
Yeah, there's a discount code.
Look.
It's
look what Noble said.
Aphrodisiac. Let me see. Hold on. Somebody said
he buying everything.
Right. Let me see. Oh damn, she do it for did y'all face roller? Okay, remarkable. It's evident. I bit my tongue. We legal here. You got to be finessing the plug. I'm buying everything. I appreciate that. Watching from the hospital, bullet wound to my neck. She looked like Red daughter. I thought it was her mother. They got the same type of smile. Everything. You feel me? Click the link. The code is, what did I say? Aphrodisiac. All lower caps. Aphrodisiac is the code. You get 50% off the tickets. I'm telling you, don't want to miss the vibes. or my outfits. You feel me? Right now, I'm just low key on my granny shit, but you hells me. I like to
Yeah.
tap in.
Is that, did I spell it right?
Tap out. Let me see. Afro. You know what? You did, but that's not the actual code. The actual code is APHR.
Oh,
But actually,
okay.
yeah. It's the I like that. I'm a probably update it too. Aphrodisiac. Most people go to the
I'm a,
basic spelling.
yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. Boom. So
Yeah, that one. That's the one. That's the
Brother
and
Noble said, "What's?" Mhm.
it's the click the link in my bio.
Yeah, go to her Instagram, same name, Lizzie Jeff. I put that up there. Her Instagram is Lizzie Jeff. Click on the link in the bio, and I think it's you got a flow tree or something. Here's her Instagram
Okay.
right there.
I think we back. Are we
Yeah,
back?
yeah, go to Instagram, and then
I didn't hear a damn thing.
you
Okay,
click
we
the
back.
link. Yeah, you click the link, and then it'll
I
take
just
you
can't
to
hear the
her.
sound. Let me see.
You can't hear the sound.
Audio.
No, can't hear the
Okay,
sound.
cool. I wonder what's up with the sound.
I can hear you. I can hear
Everyone
you.
can see and hear you.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear
got it.
you.
I'll look out for the album, right? The album is, you click the link in my bio, you're going to find it all.
Mm-hmm.
She got that aphrodisiac vibe, though.
Bang, bang,
People be so
bang,
Yeah.
bang,
innocent.
bang,
I
bang.
can't hear a damn thing, Red. That's okay.
Come on, really?
But it looked like you can hear me.
I can hear you.
I'm
I can hear you.
reading your body
You
language.
just this is gonna be
That's what we need to
Braille.
do more anyways. Okay, right. She popping. Okay, y'all fucking with me. I'm gonna have to pull up more often. You feel me?
Yeah, we're gonna do a
I'm gonna
Lizzie
have to
Jeff
pull
show.
up more. Let me see. Maybe I leave and come back. It's gonna braille from this. All right, I'm gonna hang up.
All right.
Hey, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay hydrated. Y'all stay miraculous in this motherfucker.
All right. Peace. Yeah. So that's Lizzie Jeff. You know what I mean? Y'all tap in with the goddess, especially for my sisters out there, ladies. Okay. You could thank me later. You know what I mean? Fellas, kings, gods. You also could thank me later. I'll send you my Bitcoin wallet. I prefer Ethereum. Okay. Yeah, take care of the God. Take care of me. I take care of you. You know what I'm talking about? Because when you do pop up, I promise you, when you go to that event that she's doing, you will be pleasantly pleased. You know what I mean? There's nothing like a group of sisters who know how to express themselves in a tasteful way. You know what I mean? But still keep it very sexy. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, she's back. She's in the building. All right. Bong. There you go. There you go. Legend. You got your sound back.
Yeah.
I was telling the women, I was like, yeah, thank me later. And for the fellas too, yeah, thank me later. Cause when y'all pull up to the event, y'all gonna be in my inbox like, yo, Red, that shit was lit.
They said, Red, you a legend for this one. You are a motherfucking legend for real. And I fuck with you, man. I just really fuck with you. I love
I
you.
appreciate that.
You feel me? You just that's just what happened. That's just how the cards was dealt. And motherfuckers took full advantage of the opportunity to be great.
We recorded Good Wife, I think an hour after we met.
Oh
All
yeah,
facts.
tell them the story.
All facts. We was in Atlanta. She pulled up, you know what I mean? And we was chopping it up. Cambada was in the building. We smoked, we rolled up. We was like, yo, play that beat, yo. And then it went on, it went from there. You know what I'm saying? And then we did about 6 songs. 2 of them might have to be an NFT.
Hey, I'm with all of that. I'm with it. I seen you when they had a magical ass weekend in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago was lit.
Weekend.
Me and Illuminati Congo made a banger.
I'm sure y'all did.
Yeah.
I'm sure y'all did. I was
Made a
trying
banger.
be a fly on the wall, but I know that shit was literature.
Oh no, that shit was litty. I was so lit that I couldn't even go live. Like I wanted to show more people what it is that we was doing. We caught camera footage, but it was like I was
Uh-huh.
microdosing, so I couldn't. You know, when you microdosing, you don't want to hold phones and shit. I
Right.
just
I
was
know
like,
you definitely don't want
yeah,
phone.
yeah. That's why I gotta bring a motherfucking fly on the wall cameraman, somebody who I don't even know he's there or she maybe. You know what I mean? And just record
Right. I
everything.
like that. Or she maybe. That's respect.
Yeah. Or she maybe,
You feel me?
you
I'm just
know.
staying hydrated out here.
Well, they feeling you in the chat room. God damn it. You know what I'm talking about? Let me put your Venmo up there again.
Yeah,
You
put
know
that
what I mean?
Venmo.
Yeah, yeah. Vote with Make her feel the love.
Dang,
Okay.
oh, I
Make her feel
seen
the
it. They
love.
said, look at that smile. She ain't got to say nothing. They
That's right.
said, okay, y'all are really sweet, huh? Track is
That's right.
fire. Shit. Shit, damn. In that case, look, this what I'm gonna do then. Since y'all want to be so motherfucking nice, you feel me? I'm
Right.
gonna go ahead and pay it forward. And this what I'm gonna do. Remember earlier I showed y'all the album, right? So
Yeah.
I can tell y'all that the album is an exclusive digital download and CD signed by your girl. Now the album right now is $77. When you click the link in my bio, it's $77 to grab the album. This what I'm gonna do. If anybody in the chat box is fucking with it and they want to support the album, when you click the link in my bio, I got a discount code for you to get the project for $25. Because everybody
Legend.
in here is so nice. And so
You the
um
discount code goddess.
I
Let
know
me
I
find
do
out. You got that
discount.
shit in your Birkin bag, like
No, I like to have a
discount code.
friends and family. You feel me? Just
Oh
to let them
nah,
know
that's beautiful. Yeah, that's a look.
we in this
So you
bitch.
was
Somebody, uh-huh.
what you was saying, you was gonna give him a code. You want me to write it?
Oh yeah, the code. Is it freestyle? No, it ain't that one. Oh, friendship. Friendship is the code.
Friendship. Okay.
And then
And
you get
this
it
is
for
on your
25. Yep.
website.
Yep. Website, link in bio, all that shit.
Yeah, go on her bio, go on her Instagram, and
Friendship,
then tap
all
the link in there.
lowercase.
Oh shit.
All
Okay.
lowercase.
All right, I got you. Friendship.
Yep, for the
Legend.
25. And it's 20 songs on the project. So you pay about $1 something a song. You feel me?
Ooh,
Just
okay.
a little
Whoop-dee.
springtime miracle for your spirituals.
Whoop-dee. That's right.
A lyrical miracle. Yep,
Look.
exactly.
Fat.
Right. Did you play Good Wife
Look,
already?
Jacoby, yeah, I'm gonna close with that. Jacoby say he paying a whole 77. Fuck that.
Oh, you know what? I fuck with you,
Playing a
Jacoby.
whole, yeah, the legends. They playing a
I fuck
whole
with you.
77.
I
You know
fuck
what I'm
with
saying? He paying it
you.
forward. You
Shout
know what I
out to
mean?
you.
Yeah,
Shut,
shout out
shut
to
up.
you, man. Shit.
Lizzie knows she bad. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna be real with y'all, especially the ladies up in here. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, it's the same old story everybody got. You feel me? When I was a youth, motherfuckers used to come for me. They used to come for me. They used to come for my shoes. They used to come for my flat chest. They used to come for it all. You feel me? And every
Bang,
time somebody
bang,
tried to come
bang,
for me,
bang,
I
bang,
was like, you know
bang,
what?
bang.
I'm still great. I'm
Right,
still
right.
elevated. I'm still fly. I'm gonna be so motherfucking fly. I'm gonna be so motherfucking spectacular and popping as I evolve and grow older. And so I made a decision to fully step into my greatness, into my confidence. So it
That's
took me
right.
a minute. It took me a minute to really find the true me and really fall in love with her. But ever since, it's been a motherfucking thrill ride. And so, yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Because I put in work every single day. You feel me? I drinks my green juice. I drinks my water. I stretch. I get fresh air. I walk at least a mile every day. You feel me? I walk in love. And I practice a positive, prosperous mindset. So you motherfucking right.
That's right. And on this channel, I feel like the majority of the people that pull up, we could relate because you know a lot of people we all self-made, you know what I mean? Nobody came out the box, you know, perfect and whatnot, already put together. Nobody came out. It was assembly requirements, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people put themselves together and they're on the path of putting themselves together and they get inspired when they run into people who are confident in their walk and whatnot, who have discovered their purpose and whatnot. That's what we here to do, shine our light. And you know, by shining our light, give out some tans and whatnot. Cause you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
That's
I
right.
love it. I'm here for it. Yeah, you're I'm glad I pulled up tonight. I was on YouTube. I was looking for some. I was about to upload a brand new video. You feel me? And
When? Today? When is
and
it's gonna debut tonight?
it might. I was just gonna at least just upload it. You feel me? And
And just have it sit there.
right, and maybe it would be tonight. Maybe I would say fuck it, but I was at least gonna start the process because I got some hot shit. So I'm gonna do some stuff leading up to 420 since that's when the album drop. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean shit, get that buzz going. What date we on? The motherfucking
It's
20th around the corner.
we almost there.
Yeah, we got I mean, let's do the rollout. Let's have a consultation after the show. I'm gonna have to get into my consultation bag. Let's do the rollout.
I'm
You
with.
know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. It's
Look, this is
so, uh-huh.
thing of this is the whatchamacallit of the night. This is the statement of the night or the comment of the night. Here you go.
Uh-huh.
Read it.
Hold on. Lizzie True Essence is quirky, super cute, sunshine.
That was very
Oh,
sweet. I know that was
that's really
yeah.
sweet.
Key Dan, I see you, my dude. You're not
Thank you,
playing.
Keaton.
He's shooting from the 3-point line. I'm talking about.
Yeah, miracles
They
happen for
want to
me.
know when you dropping that money bags video.
The
All I
money
see is
bags.
money bag, money bag, money bag,
Hey, that's good. You know what? I'm gonna go
money
ahead and
bag.
drop that on
All I
420.
see is
I'm
money
gonna drop
bag,
that
money
on
bag, money
420.
bag.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
420 at midnight.
Ooh, light up,
Yep.
roll up to that. You know what
Right.
I'm
Oh,
talking
and I'm
about?
having a little 420. I'm gonna have a little album release party on 420.
That's what I
It's
was telling him
virtual.
about.
It's virtual. It's after dark.
That's what I was telling them. I was saying that they're gonna thank me later after they pull up to the virtual album release, the sensual virtual album release, and witness you in all your glory. Niggas gonna be in my inbox like, yo, Red B, saying son, you was holding back. So where can they?
All of the glory.
How can they? Yeah, all of your glory. How can they tap into the to that right there to that event?
Link in my bio. I got it all set up and ready to go.
Okay,
And it'll
there
say
y'all go.
420. There's a link that says 420. There's a link that says album. There's a link that says book. Whatever direction your heart is leading you, you just follow it.
There you go. She got it all figured out, y'all. That's what microdose gonna do for you, my niggas.
Oh shit. Not all
Take a
of it,
page
but
out of.
right. I
But
appreciate you, Red.
I appreciate you too, man.
So let me ask you one question before I shake up out of here.
Okay.
So you got all these dope ass people that fucks with you. You feel me? I see Nobel. I see Eclipse, Lisa, Daya. It's a lot of mother. She need to drop big bag. I'm seeing it all. And so
That's
like let me ask you, you got the floor, and this is a really powerful vortex, a container that you created with what seems like some very high vibrational beings that are all essentially dedicated to enlightenment and ascension. And
right, right.
so with that said, what is your biggest desire in life? What is your biggest deepest manifestation that you can speak and declare that everybody in this space can listen to, can hold the vision for, and bring it to fruition?
Well, I was having this conversation before you pulled up, and to be honest with you, to be selfless my biggest desire is to see these babies get set up right. You know what I mean?
Mm,
I'm talking about I'm talking about children that I've never met, all the way
mm-hmm,
down to my nieces and nephews, all the way
mm-hmm,
down to my own son and daughter, my sons and my daughter. You know what I mean? Like, I truly want a situation where we could be in our sovereign states as a
mm,
people.
mm,
I want to get my estate back. I want to have
mm,
more children, but I have to have an estate. I want to have
mm,
my resources back, and I want to wake up and look in all 360 degrees and see nothing but black beauty around me. That's my
mm,
main, you know what I mean? I want everybody to be
mm.
chilling, not looking hungry, ribs is touching, niggas crypto wallets is healthy, people are prosperous. You know what I mean? We're living on sovereign land, and yeah, that's a vision that I have.
I love that. Congratulations. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that. This city trying to hang out. I'm seeing
Yeah,
that for
that's
you. And a lot of
paradise. I
us,
want to be in paradise. You know what I mean? Like
y'all
on one
see
of them
that?
islands and whatnot.
Joe said, remember, if you put everyone first, you'll never be last. Paying it forward from the hospital bed crib. Yeah, she is higher level water boy. They don't even listen now. She gonna look. So I'm seeing that, and a lot of people that are in this situation with us right now see that too and want that. And so I respect that, and I want you to have that, Red. I really do, and I see that for your children, especially, and your grandchildren, and you know, creating a powerful legacy, that
Right. I mean,
people.
you see the little ones, man. You know what I mean? The little ones, you know what I'm saying? Like they depended on me, and every time I look into their eyes, I see that
Oh,
dependence, and it's like, yo, I gotta go harder than this shit. You know what I mean? Like I gotta go super. I gotta push this thing further because if I don't, who will? You know what I mean? And that's not to be arrogant. That's just to say that it's your vision. You know what I mean? How dare
mhm,
you put your vision on somebody else or sit around and wait for another nigga to have your vision? That's like waiting for somebody to record your rhymes. It's not gonna
mm,
happen like that,
mm.
you know? So what's your highest manifesto? That's what Juice TV wants to know, and I would like to know that too.
My highest, um, you know what? It's definitely along the lines of exactly what you said. It's just, my whole mission with my art and my music is to literally cultivate civilization. Is to cultivate a new earth
Right,
that looks like black excellence, that looks like, you know the kingdoms that, reign before they brain
right,
wash us.
right. Exactly.
And I
Right.
and I and also what I see too is, with these events that I've been doing, one of the most vital elements
Mm-hmm.
one of the most vital elements is, everybody got work to do like a motherfucker, everybody. But what I'm seeing is women are really hurting. Women really need, like, really deep healing, and women are doing the healing. You feel me? Like the pussy steaming, the Reiki, the CBD
Right.
facials. You feel me? The luxury, the travel, all of that. Yes, we are. Um, However, in this new earth, in this highest frequency realm that I'm envisioning for us, is women fully activated in their full glory, in our full divine feminine essence, without the constant, um you know societal, propaganda that's constantly coming at us, and the judgment that women experience just from being a fucking goddess, just from
Right.
being a
Right.
priestess. And it's like, a woman empowered, you know what it looks like, what it feels like to be in the presence of an empowered woman who knows who she is and what her magic is. And so we imagine a planet. I see a planet filled with empowered women who don't give a mother fuck what anybody misconstrued belief systems about them are. A world where women can flow naturally in alignment with their cycles, in alignment with the moon, the full moon, the new moon, whatever that looks like, but just beautiful and radiant and glorious, and held with a high level of reverence, and honor, and so
Right.
that's why I do what I do, and I show up how I show up, and I act as if I move as if that is my world. You feel me? And
Already.
it's
Yeah,
not even
already.
about exactly. So that's me. That's where I'm at with it.
Okay. Shit. That's definitely not far away from the vision that I have, because in order to be sovereign, or the new word is decentralized, you know, we got to be sovereign in our minds and in our spirits as well. You know what I mean? Like we can't take this European into this new environment with us. The European that exists inside of many of our heads and whatnot, he has to be eradicated and evicted. You know what I'm talking about? And we have to replace
Right.
that with something a lot more divine, a voice that's a lot more reasoning, that has more wisdom to it than the voices that we've been listening to over these years whilst in this paradigm, because this paradigm is completely falling apart. Henceforth, why a lot of people are having mental breakdowns and they're going through what they're going through, because them voices in their heads are clashing.
Mm.
So, you know. But
Woo.
this is we in the day and time. We in this Aquarian age. We are definitely in the right day and time. We decided and we chose the right time to come back. The ancestors is making a way for us. They're setting us up for the motherfucking W, the long way. The shit feel like Space Jam too. You know what I mean? Like the ancestors are working in our favor. I refuse to ever think or to co-sign anything else, because that's
Mm.
not what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? And for all of our brothers and sisters who have entered into the ancestor realm, for those of us that know how to tap in, that even makes our battle a lot more stronger, and
Mm.
it solidifies us even more because you're more powerful on the other side. So the key is to edify the brothers and sisters and finish their work, keep their names alive, and to continue to bring new life to this planet, because they'll come back if they want to
Yeah.
come back. That's how they'll return and whatnot. But keep their names alive, keep their music playing, you know what I mean? Keep their principles intact. That's the thing that
Right.
people, if you love somebody and you say you love them that much and you cry when they're gone, well, God damn it. The heavy lifting comes with edifying them, finishing their works, keeping their names alive, and
Mm.
keeping their motherfucking their whatever they stood for, their values intact, because that's what you fell in love with.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So yeah,
That's beautiful. You
yes
always
it
got
is.
something profound to say.
Yes, I damn sure do. You know what I'm talking about? I come Profound Boulevard. You know,
I respect that. I respect that. And I've had a really good time here with you this evening, and I hope we can do it again. Everybody is so
likewise,
nice, and I'm just
likewise.
really proud of you and
When I
happy for
make
your
the
journey.
announcement that that's right. Thank you. Likewise to you as well. So now they familiar. So when I make the announcement that we gonna come together and do something, then the numbers are even gonna be triple, because they really gonna pull up, because they're gonna be like, oh nah, Lizzie is coming back. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
You got you
Yeah,
gotta
I'm gonna definitely
you
be
gotta
back.
tap in.
And follow me on IG.
Okay.
Somebody said Lizzie Jeff presents. It's Lizzie Jeff, LIZZYJEFF. I do have an event page that I recently started, but my main page is just Lizzie Jeff, LIZZYJEFF. Same thing on, title and everything else. LizzieJeff.com, LizzieJeff.bandcamp.com. I'm all over
Right.
this motherfucker, y'all. Let's build.
That's what it do, man. All right. So
I appreciate you.
all right, I appreciate you even more. We about to tap out King Solomon, Hawk, Kendall, Brindle, Brandy, Wayne's World again. God damn it, y'all.
To this day.
I appreciate y'all with your cash apps and your support. Everybody that was showing the sister love and being definitely respectful, honors, and I appreciate y'all for that as well. I appreciate y'all for making my guests feel comfortable. That means a lot to me. I will be back on Melanin Monday, like I said. We'll further the conversation about this upcoming event that we're going to be doing in a digital space and whatnot. I will fill you in on that, and I'm also going to fill you in on the workshop/lecture that we'll be doing at the end of this month. We've been doing a lecture every month, so we're gonna keep the tradition going. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna carry on tradition, and we're gonna do that. So yeah, with that being said, we're gonna end this one off with Good Wife. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the family out there, and I will see y'all, like I said, on Monday. Y'all be safe in these streets. All right? Love.
I'm on a hit list of a few divas. They see me dripping with Rich the Kid, yeah, that new freezer. All we got is us, Lou Peter. New visa for the 2-seaters. Same year like the new feeders. Drippy like the youth readers, the youth leaders, the booth feeders. 750 boots, I ain't talking about the new Adidas. Them rhymes is popping, them signs is popping, dimes are dropping, we diamond shopping, we island hopping. From St. John's to St. Thomas, a good wife, living a good life, that's what they can't promise. For more than 4 summers, I was Mr. Whoremonger, who the horse hunger, laying more lumber than Hackshaw, Jim Duggan doing tour numbers. Have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife.
Hey, yeah.
You the ground for the seed. Promise I'm down to be around when you need. I ain't the king without the crown for the queen. I made a vow when I was proud, she agreed. Got me down on my knees. Get you a ring and then a house with a deed. 40 acres of land surrounded with trees. We could turn the jungle to a town if we breathe. Lay you down and conceive. I'm the 1, she the 2, we made a 3. This is real, this ain't a dream. Make believe. You got the lock, I got the keys, I'll set you free. You got me thinking the heavens that you were sent to me. But you be pleasing me physically, even mentally. You got the flavor, ingredients in the recipe. Only place you belong is sitting next to me. Cause I was made to be yours and this is destiny. If you wanna have a good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife. Good wife if you wanna have a good life. Good life, then you gotta have a good wife.
The intention is boom, the vibe is dynamic, seen the way that I move. You think he can handle it? What's your fantasy? What's your plan with me? Rubbing on my nipples, he was giving me energy. Kundalini rituals before the king entered me. Boom, activated in his eyes, I could clearly see. Pranayama deep strokes, my God, he be healing me. I just wanna build and establish a legacy. Open conversations and no spaces for jealousy. It's alchemical therapy. Soon as you next to me, we a beautiful recipe. This especially destiny. When I see you, I see God. I see love, I see us.